course to the campaign, so they went off on sort of a side mission. And in-game, the story was that they basically, once Zarvir found out once Zarvir and Reynauld were informed of what had happened, Zarvir wanted to try and kill Reynauld, and it's like, no, you're a team now. This is 5 years later in a completely different life. Neither of you remember the old one. Stop being stupid. Get in your bedrooms. So they went to, basically, since they were the two missing, I had them cooling off in their room while the other three went on a side mission. That seemed really simple on the surface until they got there. And they met someone who was calling themselves the Man, because I like my music references in my NPCs and also in my episode titles. And the episode was called The Man Comes Around, because I love Johnny Cash. So they went to this little town and encountered the Man, who was one of the people they were sent to look for. Also, Lucin, your Melphus's mom and Reina's mom were probably at some point true resurrectioned. However, there's currently what's known as a death curse going on, which anyone who's been which no one knew can be resurrected magically, and anyone who has been is turning to dust.
Oh.
Including, although more slowly, because number one, PCs, mild plot armor, but also because they're not fully undead, they're not fully resurrected or fully undead either way as reborns, but they are slowly seeing that they're on a slower path to fading away as well. As much because I wanted these new characters who don't know the NPCs that I carried over and have attachment to them like the old characters do. I was like, how can I make sure that these characters who have no reason to care about this particularly would have a reason to care? Oh, that's right. 2 of them are dying too. Also, Zen is Luca's Celestial Warlock patron.
Are warlocks
just out of the blue.
like wizards or dark wizards? What are they exactly?
It depends entirely on who their patron is and what kind of patron they are.
Oh.
Luca's a Celestial Warlock, which is sort of like a clerical-ish warlock. So I tend to usually see them as more good alignments. That's certainly how Luca's been played. So I made Zen patron because why the hell not? I gave Zen the ability to have a warlock. If you want, at the end of the last campaign, might as well make him the patron since Luca didn't have one, really. Obviously, one existed, but we hadn't decided, neither Proceeded or I really had said anything about any creating or even existing people, gods, or anything we thought it belonged to. So I'm like, fuck it, it's Zen because it's fun. The Man finally revealed his true face and is actually Damien.
Damien's back.
Yep.
Damien and Zen are not fighting anymore because, fun fact, when you're both 99% unkillable, and you fight each other off and on for 20 years, you suddenly realize maybe fighting is not worth it anymore because neither of us is ever likely going to actually win. So they sort of just know that each other exist and leave each other alone at this point. I mentioned that because Zen was there when Damien revealed himself. It was actually Zen who told him to reveal himself. Because he's like, hey, we might not fight anymore, but we aren't exactly friends. And I would like my patron to know exactly who they're dealing with before they actually agree to help you. So he revealed himself. Zen is going to attempt to speak to Bonamu on behalf of everyone affected by the death curse and see if there is any way to fix it that isn't on Earth, basically, or, well, Mirtoth, but whatever, you get the point. And if there is any godly intervention they can do, can maybe we get some before everyone turns, who's ever died and been risen, before hundreds of thousands of people turn to dust. And then from there, we go to, I don't have notes on the next several sessions, but more or less is basically Zen told Luca, keep doing what you're doing. This group, dysfunctional though they may be at times, seems to be on the right path to help you. They met some hags. Your wildfire druid is now a hexblood, which is basically part hag. That's fun.
Yay.
Did not even have to try to sell it to her either. I was just like, want to make a deal? And she's like, all right.
Okay.
Which I thought was pretty awesome. I literally thought I'd either have to try and kill you guys with the hags or really try to roleplay convincing, and Charlie's just like, my life's fucked anyway. I can get some cool stuff out of this. Sure, I'll become a hag eventually.
What's the worst that could happen?
What are hags, like witches?
Yeah, more or less. There's 3 or 4 different kinds in the main monster manuals. They were dealing with night hags, which are the arguably worst ones. Oh yeah, and since Reynauld, since Underpaid had missed another session, this was several sessions later. He didn't miss like 3 in a row or anything, but like I said, I forgot to take notes for a few of them, and didn't have time today to go back and make notes for them because I was working all day. But in this session, basically I had Reynauld get knocked unconscious at the edge of this like dungeon they went into, like before they went in. He basically was like the last one entering and got taken out, and they were already down the stairs and didn't realize that he was missing because they got in the heat of things.
What are you missing? Missing Shadow?
He was here a minute ago.
I mean,
Shadow wasn't here a second ago.
I mean, we're always missing Shadow, so that's not surprising.
That's true.
Yeah, so basically while they were dealing with the hags, I had left the previous episode on them finding the hags in the basement, or underground, and then to explain why Reynauld wasn't there with them the next week. And like I said before, sometimes if I really need the story to move along, I'll just be like, I don't care what the explanation in universe is. You're there now. But for this one, there was room for me to actually make a story out of it. So I basically just said Reynauld told them to go down first so he could watch their backs, and then he got jumped from behind while he was watching their backs. And he woke up to find someone, to see the person that had knocked him out standing over him. There's a lot of son and daddy issues in this campaign.
Oh, man.
Really is.
Are we ever going to have a campaign where we have nice structured families, no evil intent?
No.
Never.
You can have one.
So far, it's probably not going to happen.
You can have one or the other of those things, maybe, but you're never going to have both. That's not how D&D works. So yeah, his son Simon Frost, because I just gave him the name Frost because it sounded cool, and because Reynauld didn't have a last name, because he didn't remember it from dying before. Turns out he's done this loop of dying 3 or 4 times, according to his son. His son betrayed him and killed him the first time to take the throne of a kingdom he was the king of. And then Reynauld keeps coming back to life as a reborn and trying to kill him again, and Simon keeps re-killing him. So this time Simon came at him first and took his helmet that he wears, which it was literally just art of a helmet, but I basically made a story out of it that particular helmet is essentially the replacement for a crown in his kingdom. So Simon was like, "No, I'm going to be taking that now since I've been king for 15 years." And then he stuck another helmet on top of Reynauld, which had an infernal marking in it that basically said "loser." And then he left him there to catch up to his group and wallow in his own sadness that he keeps failing to do what his one and only mission and memory from his previous lives is, which is take back his king. And then they went to go do the. Let me go up to my more semi-recent notes, the ones that aren't yet in the same section. There we go. So the next session consisted of me in my little notes template that I got from a website, or basically that I got from a guy on the YouTube. He made it. He designed it specifically for the website that I use.
There's Shadow.
So you could just copy and paste it. And then there's a strong start section, which is basically like here's where you're picking up from, what are you doing next kind of thing. The strong start for this session was the gang has a changed kitty cat and a fallen king seeking redemption. Also, they need to investigate a cave said to hold a mysterious aura.
Oh, okay.
Which is where we're picking up from.
You're a cat again?
Yep.
For now.
Always.
For now.
Shadow's here.
For now.
Shadow, you're only 34 minutes late.
That's actually pretty good for Shadow.
It is.
Yeah.
It is actually pretty good.
His responsibility is Shadow.
Oh, so Shadow, remember to change your name.
You're also muted, by the way. I don't know if that's intentional or
That
not.
too. With him still being muted, I think he.
I think he's dead.
Oh, poor Shadow.
Oh, rip.
Well, guess you can't hunt.
Yeah,
Also,
I was hunting Shadow tonight.
Also, although you won't have a token there, of course, because you haven't joined the group yet. I suppose I should probably repost the link for you to see the map that they're currently in.
That would help.
You do not, even though Owlbear uses registrations now, you don't have to sign up for it as long as I did as the DM, so you can just click on it and it'll take you to it. Admit.
Probably. Oh yeah, we'll heal.
Yeah. Yeah, you're here.
Very nice. Very nice.
So I accidentally posted that in the tavern. I meant to post it in adventure chat, but whatever.
Shadow's probably having ISP issues, I think.
I suspect he's having still busy and thought he was done issues.
Those ISPs can't be trusted. There we go. Friendly little guy.
Having the worst tech.
I swear, I know what I'm doing. Hold on, I'm gonna rejoin Discord real quick. Give me a sec.
I don't believe any of you. None of you know what you're doing. Oh, right.
I know what I'm doing.
I was like, why did I allow Mina's picture to be the furthest one over when she's staring off the side of the screen, too? But it's because when she talks, there's a bird that shows up.
Oh, yeah.
that would be it. Yeah.
Caw.
Kaka.
Rah! Good burb.
Good Bob. Pet the Bob.
Yes. Oh yeah.
Steve. I like how I just told Steve, how I just gave it permission to admit Steve, and then Steve's name didn't pop up because Steve's having tech issues.
I mean, it wouldn't be the first time with Steve O'Shadow. So.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
I'm just happy to have 6 pictures at the bottom of my setup. Even if they're not all showing up tonight. For one reason or another. I was happy all 6 of them are there.
I moved my arm when Mina was jumping onto the chair and almost pushed her off.
You're so you can't do that to her.
Oh, Mina.
I didn't know you were jumping on me. Bad timing.
Mina did not look like she liked being picked up.
Oh no.
The absolute best part of Shadow being the one having the biggest tech issues is literally the first part of the session entirely revolves around Shadow.
Awesome. That's how it always goes.
We literally ended on a cliffhanger focused on Shadow.
Yeah, that seems about right.
I mean, some of it I can work around because I have sent him some of the stuff you guys are going to hear already, obviously, so he knows what his character has going on in order to roleplay it better. But I'd rather he still be present to, do the roleplay.
Yeah. Why does it always seem like we need to wait for Shadow? Because the plot needs him at the start. Always seems that.
Because we have a very unique problem in this group where the same person who has the most either combination of tech issues and real life issues going on the most often also happens to be the one who sends me
Literally is the whole
the
plot.
most backstory and or the easiest backstory to figure in where I need it.
Yeah.
He just always manages to, even though I don't give him any more or less info than you guys, and a lot of it I don't even really know because a lot of it I plan fairly on the fly because I know this group is quite chaotic and things change a lot. And also I'm just, me and brain dead and forget to plan. But the basic idea that I come up with for stuff like this, he always manages, whether I tell him a lot about it or not, to just create a character that's like, I didn't plan for someone to fit into the campaign in this way, but your character backstory would fit in this spot. Well, shit, here we go.
Here we go again.
But yes, it's a very unique.
I guess
very
we're gonna
unique combination of the person who happens to just naturally come up with either the most or the easiest to use backstory is also one of the ones that has the hardest time with tech issues and getting interrupted mid-game and all that shit.
It also doesn't help that he's one of the main talkers.
Well, that's the other thing is, even if the story isn't necessarily his part of the story, even just general stuff I've planned for the whole group, he tends to play characters that will stand up and talk, so.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go, Jesus.
Welcome back.
Finally,
Oh,
Shadow.
man. These
So-
tech issues, I'm just gonna rip my phone in half, I think.
So everyone that's gonna be here this week is here.
Yes.
So that's fine.
Underpaid couldn't make it.
I
No,
don't
he
think
made
so. He's
plans
been
like
on
a
the
week.
road.
He made plans ages ago.
Wait, no, that's Memphis.
No.
How dare he?
I know.
Yeah,
Right?
he made plans before we confirmed if we were gonna play, if this would be the week we started back or not. So he was like, "I can try to rearrange it if you want." I'm like, dude, if you made plans, you made plans. Like, I wasn't even sure if we were playing till 2.5 days ago, so I kind of assumed everyone would start asking if this was the first week back or not. Now that the holidays were over, but we had I don't think any of us, including me, ever said for sure the first Saturday of the new year we're playing again. It was just sort of assumed we'd ask each other what the plan was.
Yeah.
So I'm honestly perfectly fine that, like I said, I have 6 pieces of art capable of showing up in my voice chats, like spooky thing on my OBS, because Melphis is here this week, and I'm just happy that in theory everybody is able to at least attempt to show up again. So, 'cause my biggest worry was we were going to get to a point in the campaign where I literally couldn't figure out how to fit Melphis in if he started showing up. That's one of the reasons I haven't leveled you guys nearly as fast. I'm trying to play it a little bit, at least a little slower than last time. But also, I was like, well, shit, if Melphis is probably going to miss the first at least month or 2 of sessions, just because of the season and the time of day, it's the bad that the most of us can make it the most often. Let's not go too fast, otherwise I might not be able to figure out how to bring him in when he can come. That being said, since everyone that is going to be here for tonight is now here, I'm going to click my record button. Welcome
More than
back.
exists.
When we last left off before our holiday break, for those seeing this on my YouTube channel, it's being recorded on January 9th or 6th. Sorry, I read that bad. I can't read. So it is just after the holidays that we took a break for. But when we last left off, you guys came to the Cave of Wonder. You were blindfolded and brought to this magical room. You got on well enough with the orcs and the war chief of Same that they didn't kill you, and you guys were starting to discuss different things you all thought it might do. Zarvir started experimenting with this by first putting blood into the blood cauldron thing. That seemed to get some response, so then he put a finger in it. And I don't mean dipped his finger in it, I mean cut his finger off. And then when that seemed to get more of a response, and a dagger wasn't going to get the job done for him for his whole hand, he decided to have the fighter cut it off with a greatsword. And plopped it in there, which seemed to cause some sort of face to appear in the blood and make it come to life to an extent, and it jumped into his mouth and down his throat hole.
That's how Shadow lost his hand.
Yes, he literally went, "Hey,
Oops.
Reynauld, my dagger's not heavy enough and sharp enough of an edge to cut this. Take your greatsword and cut my fucking hand off, please." Speaking of which, we pick up from there, where you all see this take place, obviously, except for Melphis, who has not yet joined in universe, and Reynauld, who's taking a nap somewhere. No, I'm kidding.
It happens.
But you all see this happen. And the moment that happens, I'm not even going to bother moving them. I'm just going to delete the tokens. All of the orc tribe, including her, are like, "What the fuck was that?" And I'll take off running.
What?
They whatever she thought that thing was going to do, it wasn't that, and they are like, nope, goodbye. I said I deleted the tokens for the purposes of ease, but yeah, essentially they all ran away. As Reynauld takes a step back to analyze the situation, and you guys are all like, what was that? Zarvir.
Shadow, spit it out.
Where are we?
You start to stumble forward in agonizing pain.
Oh, my favorite.
And do me a favor, go into the Discord chat and in the adventure chat and just roll me a quick D3.
Oh, fine.
Hey, it's a 3. I'm sure that's good.
Where do you mean Steve? You mean where's your character?
What?
Steve posted a message saying where do I find my character, and I'm trying to figure out what he means, but he's muted.
Oh, do you mean, Steve, do you mean your character sheet? I'll send you the link. Do you mean that?
I don't know. Steve's muted, so I don't know what they're saying.
How do you lose your character sheet?
How?
I mean, that's impressive, actually.
Yeah, it's like I lost my character sheet, I swear.
Did I send you the right thing?
No, it's exclamation char, not chat.
Oh, I did chat. Whoops. I don't.
Repost it.
Yeah,
Don't
that's
edit it.
what I was looking for.
Repost it. Yeah, don't edit it because I don't think that works. Just repost it. Exclamation CHAR. Or you can also do V sheet if you're trying to find the actual sheet. Or you can just go to D&D Beyond and find it.
Okay, the link I sent you in DMs.
D&D Beyond.
You rolled a 3. Which means I need to go over here to the map.
Number 3.
Zarvir, top or bottom?
Definitely top.
Damn.
So that means that the numbering went 1, 2, 3 from Luca up. So you stumble over in front of Steve and proceed to double over onto your hands and knees and power puke blood all over his chest.
Oh no,
Oh,
not
goody.
Steve.
Oh, what the fuck was that, man?
At least
Right
I'm
on
still
the
clean.
wizard.
At one point, the blood does
Disgusting.
appear to look like a face, and it appears as though you have either naturally or through mental willpower or physical willpower, you have some combination of your magical abilities and your body have seemingly rejected the attempted visitor.
That's
And
a
now
good
it's going to go
thing.
to Steve.
No, now it's a puddle of blood on the
Except
floor.
that's
Oh.
disgusting.
Goodness.
Well, now it's a puddle of blood.
Hand on Steve.
What
Try
I
it
will
again.
say is, it doesn't seems to just stay a puddle of blood now. It doesn't turn into a face again, except that there is a face-shaped imprint of blood stained on on Steve's chest.
Oh, jeez.
It appears when you expelled him, he was still in face form when he splattered across Steve.
Oh, fun.
Huh.
Well, Edo, I hate you, but whatever.
Who's Shadow?
Gosh,
Yeah, what's a shadow?
Shadow doesn't exist. I don't know who that is.
Steve, what what cantrips do you have?
Oh.
Cantrips?
Yeah, they'd be at the top of your spells list.
I got Firebolt, Poison Spray, and Thunderclap.
Oh, you need to get some prestidigitation. You clean that right up.
Oh, there you go.
There you go.
Yeah.
For now, though, you're wearing pukey blood.
Ooh. Fashion.
It seems to have drained Zarvir a bit, but it does appear that, the same thing that seemed to go into him, you saw the same end, for lack of a less video gamey term, animation come back out of him. So, other than seeming exhausted from the retching, he seems to be normal.
Actually, because just to drive the point home, and Zarvir kind of like after all this like look really woozy because he just lost his hand and got possessed for a second. He'll kind of look at you all and like look like he's gonna say something, and then he'll just collapse and he'll be unconscious.
He's
Well,
fine.
that's good because I was about to tell you that you were at 0 hit points. So.
Okay, there you go. Perfect.
Oh.
Yeah, that all works out.
You don't actually have to
Now
put
he's
yourself to
dead.
0 hit points. We'll just say you're unconscious because your story said it anyway. So and that
All
way you
works
don't
out
have to mess with your
perfect.
character sheet.
He just needs a nap, y'all.
After he is a very different kind of unconscious though. After about 5 minutes, he starts to come to. You know.
Totally normal.
Totally no.
Yeah, it happened to Luca earlier. I'm sure it's fine. Cat nap. It's a cat nap.
That didn't
However,
happen to me.
all of the guys that were sort of not really kidnapping you because you more or less talked them into like letting you go voluntarily with them. They just blindfolded you because they didn't want you to see everything where they placed everything. Which, I mean, fair. Even if it is technically an old ruin, it was what they were using as a base, so it makes sense they wouldn't want you to know every detail. But it seems to be free to go explore now because they don't sound like they're anywhere in the vicinity. They fucking bounced.
Huh.
Wow, that's interesting.
So if you wish to explore it, you can.
I mean,
you're going to have to somewhat explore it to get out of here, but how much you want to explore it, I'll leave up to you.
if there's anything valuable, definitely want to check that out.
Explode.
Well, you're going to have to look around if you want to find that.
Heck yeah.
We have to leave.
Oh yeah, I guess we should probably check on our buddy here.
Yeah, she'll be.
Do some.
She'll be fine.
Just give him some stuff up health potion down his throat. He'll be fine.
I don't think we have any health potions.
Probably not. You guys never actually buy supplies when I ask if you want to do anything.
We're not very good at that.
No matter how many times I go, are you sure there's nothing else you want to do?
Oh no.
You continually go, nope, we're good.
Buy some health potions. Got it.
I'm a healer for a reason. We don't need health potions.
There we go. We got plan A.
Now we can just.
I do remember how.
Now we can just drag him out of here. I mean.
That last time.
Yeah, I remember proceeded. You never bought the diamonds you needed to resurrect people. Remember that?
I did.
Not right. I remember the first death we had. You didn't buy it. And then after that, you were good.
Like, what's the odds that someone's gonna die again, right?
Well,
odd
our line of work.
I
don't know.
You literally do the most dangerous job in the universe you live in.
Oh yeah.
About
That's
that.
Cats for you. They always have 9 lives, so they risk 8 of them.
That's right. Yeah. You gotta have fun.
So yeah, when you start to collectively approach the door I showed on the map, more or less what you can see, hallways are broken and beat up. They all seem to.
There it is.
Somebody took a bite out of the.
End in debris. Doesn't seem to go anywhere significant in that particular section, anyway.
All right. Well,
however, there are some things that are findable here. Basically, here's what I'm going to say. Do you want based on your characters, do you want to bother looking around this place now, or is the fact one of you almost got fucking possessed by some kind of blood devil demon thing enough to be like, no, we should just go?
Oh, I want to check it out.
Shall we keep moving?
Well, yeah,
Keep
until someone
moving.
slaps me awake, I don't have an opinion. But if mine were to be, I'd like to leave and like.
I literally just said you were awake like 5 minutes later.
Oh, did you?
Oh, I missed
okay. Well,
that.
then yeah.
Geez, you're usually the only one that actually listens to me. What's going on?
Yeah.
Oops.
Even I hold that shadow.
Gosh.
There's a lot of chaos.
The reason I
Um,
ask is because there are several rooms that there are quite a few rooms that you could explore, or you could be like, maybe we should go home and explore this another time.
Zarvir's on
Something.
the path of, leaving. He's
Well,
barely alive and missing a hand.
Do we
I
want to see if we can
think
fix the
Hugo
hand?
would be down to leave.
Stick your hand back in there.
Yeah, we'll just someone grab my hand back and we'll just glue it back on.
Someone's got mage hand, right?
That'll be my replacement hand.
Yeah, I mean, I guess
I'm
it's
leaving this decision up to
No,
you guys.
that's not where I clicked at all, you fuck.
I guess it's only fair since Zarvir is the one that lost his hand that we kind of listened to him.
That's
Yeah.
not where I clicked.
That is a good point. You have a point, Mina. Or Charlene.
I'm gonna go
Fuck,
check
I'm
out. I'm gonna go check out the cauldron because I never touched it
Go for
yet.
the cauldron.
I think.
Well,
Put your whole hand in it while it's still connected.
yeah.
If it's still connected, then that isn't as fun.
Oh dang!
It could be more fun though.
Maybe.
Do you want to do anything with it other than look at it?
I guess I want to check to see if I know anything about it.
Give me an Arcana check.
Magic-y stuff.
Just gonna open up the air. Since you guys sound like you're more or less just heading for the exit, I'm just opening up the areas you would. I'm not gonna make you move the tokens. I'm just gonna show you the
Oh,
open up
dear.
the areas of the map you would see.
I got a
Oh
2.
deal.
With a 2, Zarvir's hand's floating in it.
Oh, should we
go ahead
keep?
and take
I
it
pick it
out.
up. Should we keep this, you guys?
It'd be good. Yeah.
Eat it.
Can you do something with this, Luca? I don't know how the healing
Not
works.
right now. Maybe later.
Can I keep my own hand? That would be great.
No, I found it.
No,
Finders
you can't do it,
keepers.
Angela.
Those keepers.
It's cool. It's
Oh,
fine. In one
no.
anyways.
I have a very important
me.
question. I have a not at all important question, but I'm going to ask it anyway. Who's reaching in and taking the hand?
I was grabbing it.
Mina, Charlene.
Mina.
Cool.
Mina did.
Give me a con save.
Oh crap! I mean,
Let's go, Mina.
I checked and I checked and it looked good to me. So with my whole
good to
Mina,
5,
Mina, always risking.
let's see,
Hey, it
con.
looks good to Mina.
15.
Oh wait,
It
S
looks
right?
good. You might as well take it.
Oh wait. I think it
But
was
It's
wrong thing.
It's the shave. Well,
Like that.
still got the same
I was
thing.
gonna say,
Still
not only
15.
Oh
is
my
the modifier the
gosh.
same because you're not proficient in con saves, but also you literally rolled the same anyway. So with a 15,
What?
you
I got
lose
3
4
twos.
fingers.
No, I
No,
need those fingers.
Only 4 fingers.
I'm kidding. With 15, nothing happens. You
Oh.
hold the hand.
Yay, guys!
Maybe
Really?
don't do that next time.
See, this thing's not that strong, you guys. I don't know what you're talking about.
Go ahead and put
It's
your hand
fine.
in again.
Maybe I can find something else in there. Yeah.
Yeah,
for-
like the
For
fingers.
now, I mean, you can keep the link open, but for now, you can ignore the map because I'm not going to make you actually do the running out with the tokens. there's nothing stopping you. Everything that would have stopped you ran before you did.
Oh man, these guys are a bunch of scaredy cats.
Hey Charlene, why don't you grab Salvio's fingers that are in there as well?
Oh, I forgot.
My
There's
fingers came
more.
back though. They're still in my hand over there.
There might be a market for
Grab his
this.
fingers so he can have them back.
My fingers came back. It's just my hand didn't. The rest is fine.
I think we need to try it again because it worked the first time.
Grab his fingers.
Yeah, go
I
ahead
don't know
and
if it's
put
gonna
his
do
hand in
much.
again.
I
Cut off-
think whatever was
Take
in
his
there
own hand
left.
Oh,
Who's
no.
tributing the next hand?
Line up, everyone. Hand donations.
You've got 2 hands. You
Mm.
try the other one.
I think Shadow Zarvir can
Shall-
do his other one.
Charlene, why don't you drop Salvio's hand in again?
So, as you guys
Yeah.
come out back to the area that you were familiar with in the first place when you first arrived, the outer area, there is someone standing there waiting for you.
Oh.
Dun dun dun.
Murderer.
He
Mhm.
looks sort of like Reynauld almost, in the sense of like the plate mail and helmet and everything.
Oh, I thought it was his son again.
No, I wouldn't fuck with his father-son story when he wasn't
His
here.
son would come back.
I was like, dang, that
for
was quick.
Round 2.
No, I don't mess
Changed
with
his
people's
mind.
backstories on weeks they're not here unless it's
Mhm.
absolutely, like, literally the only way that the session can go. And even then,
Mhm.
I'll limit it and be like, you know, if I was going to have him appear now, if I had intended for him to appear tonight, it would be like, I'll get you next time.
Yes.
I want
my
you at full
pretty.
strength when I kill you. Something stupid like that, and then he'd leave.
Mhm.
And come back when, you know, the actual player who needs to roleplay is here.
Yeah.
No, but he is a knightly looking figure. He does appear to be from Krinir, given the fact that he's about 8 feet tall. Figures probably large and Goliath. And he gives like a warrior's, you know, chest salute and a slight bow, and it's like, glad to see you guys made it out okay.
Oh, very formal.
Pleasure to meet you all. I'll help escort you back. Well, I'm actually going to escort you to a friend of mine that, well, friend, I don't really know what the term is. Someone I know of that I think can help you.
An acquaintance?
That's the word I was looking
Ah.
for.
I don't trust him.
No.
Who is this guy? Who sent you?
Well, you've seen his armor and symbol in the town you came from. He's literally with the Krinir City Guard.
Stolen valor is a thing.
He introduces himself as Sir Richard Hangslow.
No. Damn it. Pleasure to meet you.
I will also put that in the chat so that it is spelled out for everyone.
Fantastic. Sir Richard, how's it hanging?
Low.
I knew it.
You're welcome. It seemed like you guys could probably use a mild joke before we get into the next thing, because the last couple things have been a lot. The last couple things have been like, who's gonna become a baby hag, and who's gonna cut their fucking hand off?
I mean, he didn't need that anyway.
Exactly my thought.
Nice.
I need at least one stupid name for an NPC. It's just gonna be a thing.
Do you go by Dick?
But he does. Yes, but only in the bedroom.
That's hot.
Um,
Okay, I trust him
and
now.
he does he leads you out through the sort of forest patch you came from, and leads you through a thicker, like it's sort of, you guys came through sort of like a small grove mostly. I may have described a real forest last time. I don't know. I have ADHD. I don't claim my brain works right when it comes to notes.
There were
Also,
trees.
it's hard. Also, I find it hard to note take while I'm DMing, so I always have to listen back to the VODs, and I didn't have time to. We're gonna say it was a small grove. However, he leads you near the edge of that. There is a narrow sort of walking path that leads to a thicker forest, and he seems to be leading you in that direction. And as he does that, after you get not super far in, but probably like half a mile, an hour or two's walk, you come to a small hunting lodge. Looks like it's probably just for a single person, cabin sized. And he knocks on the door, and the door opens. And on the other side is description. Is an unknown height, 120-pound rabbit person. About average human height, probably, with that other description I gave.
I forgot that's what Haringen is.
Yep.
Yes.
Little bunnies.
Rabbit people.
Yeah.
Rabbit folk.
Nice.
You can see he's got arrows and a long bow on his back. He's in leathers. He weirdly does not seem to have any other weapons on him.
Oh shoot. Maybe I should.
Yeah, maybe you should.
I feel like it's a nod to say you didn't take all your equipment.
Let's see. Do I don't have I have a torch, and I just did the venture thing. So
Maybe he was robbed by the
oh,
highwaymen.
could be a war.
He was just robbed as we got there.
Since I have access as the owner of all the stuff, would you like me to go in and fix that so that you have all the starting equipment you're supposed to have?
Oh, okay. I appreciate it. And I'll equip what do rangers usually use? Daggers as their secondary, or swords? Maybe. Oh, maybe a sword.
Well, the ranger's starting equipment gives you the option for scale or leather armor. The longbow that you did take, you forgot to check your either two short swords or two
Madden
simple
Tycoon
melee
just
weapons.
subscribed. Big Pig gifted a tier 1
Personally,
sub to
with the
Madden
options
Tycoon.
available and build, since it's your first time making a ranger, I would suggest, with the way you're playing this ranger, to take the short swords.
Yeah, I was probably gonna take
because they are better stabby weapons than a dagger.
Perfect.
Carlislevis Turtles just
and you already
subscribed.
took
Big
the
Pig gifted a
explorer's
tier
path.
1 sub to Carlislevis Turtles.
I'm going to remove the things you already took and just add those. I could have literally just gone in and added short swords, but I felt like doing it that way, because why not? There we go. But yeah, so you see two short swords on the hips,
Twix just
and a
subscribed.
long bow on
Big
the
Pig
back,
gifted a tier 1
20 or
sub to
30
Twix.
arrows. And yeah. Remind me how the hell to pronounce the other one of your weird names, Malphus?
Stash 73 just subscribed. Big Pig
Shizen,
gifted
okay.
a tier 1 sub
Definitely
to Stash
not how I've been
73.
mentally pronouncing it when I saw it on Twitch.
Yup.
I definitely thought it was Shisan.
Oh, actually,
Me
it's
too.
Shazan, but most people have issues with that.
Oh, I thought it was she's.
So,
Caston
so we're gonna go
23455
Shazam, because
just
that's a nice
subscribed.
middle ground
Big
of the
Pig
two things
gifted
that
a
we
tier
just
1
said, and
sub
it
to
sounds
Caston
good.
23455.
So, Shazam, you see large helmeted, plate-mailed figure of one of the handful of city guards that you've encountered while you were in Krinir a few times. You do tend to, not all rangers are diametrically opposed to being in the city, but you primarily like to hunt. So you live in the woods, but you also need hunting supplies. So the city's where you buy those, unless you want to make them yourself. And he's like, some mutual friends of mine in this crew sent me to find them, and I thought you might be useful to them, since I knew you were looking to expand beyond hunting just game.
Yes, I do. Is this a group of friends?
I don't know them super well myself, but people I trust have asked me to find them another member, as they're about to go out and do some rather dangerous things.
They look like an interesting group, but what happened to your hand? Why are you bleeding like that?
Oh yeah, there's. If you have any medical supplies of any kind,
Oh, well, I do
would be very
have
appreciated.
some these bandages here. Yeah, why don't we? Oh, besides, only that, you're getting blood all over the floor. Ugh. Here, let's bandage you up a little bit.
Yeah, that'd be great. I think I'm gonna fall unconscious again.
And I would take some like herbal stuff and do some rangery stuff. God, I do actually have cure wounds on equip, but we'll just for role play. We just patch them up as best as we can.
That sounds more helpful than what I got.
Why did you take favored enemy and natural? Gross.
Are they my enemy, this race?
No, what I'm saying is, why didn't you take the optional Tasha stuff? It's way better.
Oh.
I actually didn't know there was optional Tasha stuff for that.
Yeah, when you're on like the
I'll play
main
Rangers
page where
most.
you select like critical role content and all that stuff, you turn on in the section where it's like optional features or whatever.
Oh, I didn't know that shit.
Oh, interesting.
Oh.
I mean, if you read, like, I'll let you, before you commit to anything for more than just tonight's session, I'll let you read it all over.
All right, yeah, we'll do that.
Personally, as someone who's played Rangers both before and after having that freedom, I never keep the default Ranger stuff now that they've given me a reason, allowed me to change it. I find it absolutely god awful.
Oh, okay.
So there's improvements.
I mean, let's put it this way. It's I shouldn't say that it's completely bad. It's very situational stuff. Whereas the stuff that they allow you to swap it to from Tasha's and beyond with the optional features are almost all things that are more useful more of the time.
Okay, good to know.
So I turned it on for you. I didn't check any of it yet, but just so I can edit your sheet because it's linked to my campaign. I just turned it on so when you go into your into the Ranger section, you'll see the optional manager now, so you can read it over when you have time.
Perfect.
Just so it's easier for you to find it, because I know getting used to Beyond, especially when a lot of the access you have is from me, so you haven't had time to read it as much. For now, though, I was mostly just making fun of you. Like I said, if you read it and you still actually like the basic stuff, go ahead and use it. I just shit on it because I've had bad luck with it.
I'll look over and I'll definitely probably improve stuff.
But yeah, basically, you guys at that point, and I mean, you could obviously talk and roleplay here shortly, but for the purposes of getting you all met quickly so we can get to something where everyone who's here tonight is included. Old Dickie Hangslow takes you back to town.
I love his name.
And my next goal is to have a knight whose name's Sir Richard Bird.
Sir Richard Bird.
Dickie Bird.
Dickie Bird.
That'll be funny.
This be a running family joke. I forget if it was actually a true story or not, but somebody used to do basically a couple of my brothers did this weird like voice that they taught me when I was a kid. And it was implied somebody got kicked in the nuts and they would talk about, oh my Dickie Bird. So now whenever
Oh,
so it
no.
just makes me randomly chuckle now. So
Nice.
as you guys make it back safely to town,
We gotta do something about this. Zarvir.
everyone, well, more so everyone else, but also, did you in Discord? Did you actually post your sheet yet?
I think I did under
He
main
did, yes.
campaign. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Okay. So go ahead and everybody do a long rest in the adventure chat, especially you guys that were used previously, because you're all allowed to have one now.
I mean, you can't long rest your hand back. Sorry.
Damn.
Just
So
attach it back.
disappointed when I wake up.
Like,
Gotta be fine, yeah, like I said.
Mainly, I
Yeah.
just wanted to make sure that any missing hit points and spell slots came back, and also in the case of Shazan, that it actually set everything up properly. Because
Also, make sure you update
Oh, update your
Malfish, yeah, since
why is Malphus? Why would Malphus
since
be
he's
updating?
since his socials.
Oh right, yeah.
Yep.
Good point. I was gonna say he does. If you're thinking it's because his spell slots look wrong, it's because he's only a half caster.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't see any cantrips on my list, by the way.
Yeah,
so.
half casters don't get cantrips unless although that if you take the fighting style as a ranger, you can get either druid cantrips, or I think it is, and a paladin can get cleric ones.
Oh, okay.
But by default, what they call half casters, like rangers and paladins, don't typically get cantrips. They just get, and they also don't get spells of every level type either.
Oh, okay.
So typically, how a half caster works, just so you know what to expect. Basically, whenever a druid or wizard or any of the stuff you've looked at that has all the way up to level 9 spells, whenever they get a new, basically every second level they get, you get one, more or less. So like, you start at level 2, you get first level spells. At level 5, you get second level spells, whereas at level 3, a full caster gets them. And then when they're getting their like 5th level spells, you're getting 3rd level at level 9, stuff like that. So you only end up getting at the highest levels up to 5th level spells, but that's because part of being a half caster is you usually have other abilities that cover that.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of EverQuest. Rangers were like a hybrid between druid and something else, so they would always get the druid spells, but much later, and they would never be as good as like the true druid.
It's pretty much the same thing. You get up to 5th, depending how high level you play the character, you get up to 5th level spells by the end, but you also get, ranger abilities that are like, this isn't exactly one, but, it's like your ranger subclass will be like, if you pick a subclass that's more like weapon attack focused, you can now shoot your bow 7,000 feet. Not really, but like that kind of stuff is what makes up for it. Is like, especially with the ranger and paladin, they also have D10 hit dice like fighters. So basically, their magic is supplementing other things they do, rather than being the focal point. Like paladins, except for the occasional cure wounds spell, if you're playing a paladin in 5e and you're using your spell slots for spells, your party's in trouble.
Oh, okay.
Because if you're a paladin, to do your smiting, you use spell slots. It's not a spell; it's an ability, but it uses spell slots. It is the thing that makes paladins the strongest they can be. So if you're using your spell slots as a paladin on actual spells, especially stuff like healing or revivify, that means your party's probably already fucked.
By the way, these half casters are they considered weak characters? Or are they still very good, just different?
Yeah, they're just magic's not the magic.
Okay.
It's not the main thing they do. It's just something they also do. Is basically is basically the shortest answer. Like, you know, a wizard is magic. A sorcerer is magic. Lore-wise, a sorcerer is typically born with it, and a wizard learns it, but all they really do is throw spells at things. Whereas a ranger or a paladin has spells they can use, and they get some decent druid or cleric, respectively, spells to like help them out, like cure wounds and some stuff like that. But they also get rangers even get some specific to ranger spells that are like only rangers can do this because they're known as the guys who shoot arrows the most. So you get like when you shoot a projectile, you get a certain effect, that type of thing.
Oh, very cool.
Or you can shoot a single real arrow, and a magical volley of 20 other magic ones will land in the area and slaughter people, stuff like that.
Ah, so they're good fighters then. They're not gimps.
Oh yeah. Anything, let's put it this way. If you want to know if something is intended to have an element of, now this isn't 100% of the time, there are some subclasses they've added over the years that balance it differently, but as a general rule, when you're first learning the first few character types you play, if their hit die is 10 or 12, they can fight. Ranger, paladin, fighter, barbarian all have D10 or D12 hit dice. They're going to have the most hit points typically. Now, it also depends how you build them. If you don't, if you roll your stats like we typically do, and if you get the kind of spread you got, and the way I see you've put your points, you're not going to be as far ahead in hit points as some might be, just because with what you rolled, you didn't get as crazy high of a constitution, which gives you extra hit points. But even with only a +1 in your constitution, you have 32 hit points, and most of the rest of the party has like 25.
Oh, okay, cool.
So there's some luck.
I figured I'd be more focused mostly on damage. Rather, I was thinking about putting more in con, but I'm gonna be far back. Maybe they won't hit me. I don't know.
You never know.
Rangers tend to be just damage dealers traditionally, right?
More or less. I mean, basically, when I envision a ranger, I mean, everybody envisions things a little bit differently too, but when I envision a ranger, I typically think of like, a lot of people think of like Aragorn, but I think more like the elf whose name eludes me at the moment from Lord of the Rings is more a ranger to me. Aragorn would be more of a fighter to me than a ranger, although he does a lot of rangery stuff as well. But yeah, you get a lot of cool stuff as a ranger, and I actually gotta check. I don't remember what. I gotta check and see what subclass you took.
Beast, I think, right?
Oh, you took Beastmaster.
Yeah.
Is that good?
Let's put it this way: if you're gonna take Beastmaster, definitely take the optional features for it.
Oh, maybe I have to reconsider it. What's the best
that
one,
sounds
by the way,
fun.
you recommend?
I mean, most of them, especially with the Beastmaster getting reworked, can be good. If you want to have the sort of pet type vibe in terms of, and have what I would consider more long-term mechanical use, then I would, like I said, if you want to just do Beast, I would definitely switch it to the newer version, because it instead of having to pick a certain CR of monster out of the monster manual, it just gives you a stat block to use, and the stat block is typically better than the beast you can pick in the old version.
Here, let me see.
But if you want to go something like that, I always like picking Drake Warden.
Drake Warden. Let me see. I'll put that then. Where is it? I forgot.
Because your Drake grows up into a fucking dragon.
Nice.
Oh, I definitely want that then. Let me edit my character. Let's see.
Now, that's what I would suggest if you want to stick with the sort of pet route. honestly, almost every ranger subclass is really useful in some way. The only, like I said, the Beastmaster, even with the rework, is a little touch and go, but the reworked one of those isn't bad either.
Yeah, get rid of that. You said Drake Warden, right?
If you, like I said, if you still want to have the animal companion, then I would suggest Drake Warden.
Yep, done. Okay. GIF. Let's look at here. Language. I could just select there.
Anyway, I just realized we're supposed to technically be in the middle of an actual session, and we've been talking about nothing that has to do with the actual in-game for like 20 minutes.
Oh, this is so cool, Paul. I could choose a Drake companion with acid, cold, fire, lightning, or poison. What's the best?
That's good. And that's good info, though. I mean, I know what Charlene would say.
Here's two things that it is a little metagamey, but I'm helping you with a new character class you've never played before. Two things I will say, especially with this specific party. Exactly why Charlene would say fire is why I would suggest maybe not fire.
Okay.
Because you already have a lot of fire damage.
Okay.
It's the healing power of fire, y'all.
The other thing to keep in mind is that while fire is stuff like, fireball, when you use it as a spell, which obviously rangers are different, but everybody's like, yeah, fireball is awesome, and because it's the classic spell, they make it really powerful for the level you get it, and that's true, and they've said that. It's also the most resisted type of damage in the game.
Yeah, that seems about right.
I was thinking about either acid or cold or lightning.
I can tell it. I was going to say, if you want, which are the ones? So it's what? Fire, cold, acid, lightning, poison?
Yeah, it's acid, cold, fire, lightning, and poison. Which one do you recommend?
I mean, I recommend whatever one you think sounds the coolest, but I will say all of them, there are at least a few pretty famous, fairly commonly used in campaigns monsters that will resist or be immune to them, because they're the 5 basic elements in the game. Like, they're not radiant or necrotic or the rare-ish ones. Me personally, I haven't looked at the subclass specific ranger specific stuff for it in a while. I would, because you're looking to use the Drake and help you fight and stuff, look and see if it gets any kind of, which I'm pretty sure it does, any kind of like breath weapon of the type, and see what the differences are. Because with regular enemy dragons, for example, a lightning one is typically a line, just 5, like one set of squares wide, and then it goes however many feet forward. Whereas cold or fire or acid will often do a cone. But don't just base it off of that shit either. Like, if there's an element,
cold for now. I like the idea of cold.
I mean, yeah, I can also. I mean, theoretically, like I said, it's your first time playing a fairly complex subclass too. So, I mean, if you decide you're like, it turns out with some of the things that, the encounters you come up with, that he's not as useful as I'd like him to be while he's been cold. Is there any way I can change it? I'll probably let you.
All right. I'll select cold for now.
So we got both bases covered, hot and cold.
Oh, yeah, there we go. Ice and fire, right?
Nice.
Yeah.
So now like I said, I'll go over the rest of that with you before we part ways after session. For now, though, I at least wanted your subclass to be right. Like I said, all the other rangery stuff I was joking about, we can look at later. None of that's terribly important. But back on schedule. You guys are led to town. You have your rest, and you wake up the next morning to a rat. This time they've given you the biggest room. Instead of separate rooms, they've basically put you in like the one big suite room they have. It was open tonight, so they moved you to that because they know you're a group.
Do they have ice for Zarvir's hand?
They've bandaged up the stump. change the bandages that
I think she was
put on
talking
them.
about the hand that she kept.
The actual hand.
Yeah, the
Oh.
actual hand.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even for a capital city of a place run by like giant creatures, and that's fairly known to be a place adventurers like to come to, they still kind of look at you funny when you ask for an ice bucket for a fucking hand. But typically, the people who lose hands on adventures don't bother to bring them back.
We're
least
new
of
at
all
this.
when they're not still. Least of all without reattaching them. So it's a little bit weird, but
We
they're
may
like,
need. Yeah.
whatever. Your rooms are paid for by somebody who's willing to pay us a lot of money. I don't really care.
We may need help.
I believe so.
So Zarvir, you roll over in the morning. I mean, technically, mechanically, you don't really sleep exactly, but you kind of do. I shouldn't say that. I think it says you're not required to sleep, but you're still required to basically rest and do nothing. You're just conscious while you're doing it.
I didn't stare at my stump all night.
More or less the same as elvish
jeez.
trance. Like you're
Yeah, it's
technically
kind of like
aware
meditating.
You're aware of your surroundings, but you still have to rest physically. So yeah, you basically are meditating on your ice bucket stump all night. So that's
Fun.
kind of neat.
Well,
And,
yeah.
As you all come to, you obviously hear it first, Zarvir, because you don't actually officially sleep. And the other person who's the same as you, in that respect, is not here as a player, so they don't hear anything.
Darn.
You do, though. You hear a rap, 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 rap. Just a light 5 or 6 knocks on the door, no pattern or anything, just ding, 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 ding.
So what? Someone's knocking on the door. That's
Yes.
great.
Who wants to open it?
I'll just go right up and swing the door open with, I guess, his right hand.
I sure hope so. Otherwise, if he's left-handed, like I said in the session when it happened, if he's left-handed, you might want to not use the left hand.
Luckily, he's right-handed, so we're okay.
So you open the door, and you see. I'm just going to post this from my phone. I probably have a copy of it saved on my computer, but I don't remember if I do for sure. So just go with the device I know for sure it's on. How dare you? Adventures tab.
I have a saltwater shrimp that lost his hand, and he just molted and it grew back. So maybe you should try that.
Yeah, just try like that.
Is that not how
I'm sure
That's how humans work.
That's not how your race goes?
Nah, I'm sure it'll work.
Tieflings. No, that's
It's fine. You're not human.
So,
is there any races in D&D that can regrow their hands or
There's lizard folk?
That's not normal for tieflings.
Technically,
no.
Dang.
Technically, any race in D&D, if they have high enough level magic, can regrow a limb.
Oh, okay.
That's more like if it being done to them, not really their metabolism doing it.
I mean, they can cast a spell on themselves.
Yeah, it's just that's magic. Magic can make your dreams happen.
You asked if there was a way to regrow limbs in D&D, and I went yes.
No, we should do that for Shadow's
There you
character.
go.
No, is there not a way?
No, we don't have that yet.
Oh, okay.
That sounds expensive.
Any of you level 4 characters got a 7th level spell handy?
We just have Luca.
Yeah.
Sorry, Luca.
I wish.
Now, I wonder if Paul's going to allow us to go see a town cleric or something like that and pay for it.
Zarvir's getting attached to his stump. I'm not sure he really needs another hand.
Oh, yeah. I mean, if
One-handed,
Zarvir's
he's
happy.
like a pirate at this point.
So you see this.
Give him a pirate hook, and then he's a full pirate.
There you go. Yeah.
So you see this person at the door, and in front of his face, I mean, you can see his face, but like basically he's holding something up in front of him. And he's like, "You want to buy a hook?"
Oh gosh.
And he looks like this guy.
Oh, look at that. That's cool.
Oh, I remember him.
Kind of looks
You
like
would
Oh
say that's
dear.
cool.
Looks like Malphus.
I forgot I already
Looks
used.
like the
I
Emperor.
forgot I already used that crazy old man art, but such is
Yeah,
life
you
when
did.
you.
Yeah.
Whoa. I trust him.
A hook. No, I think I'm okay.
Okay.
Is that's it, huh? You knock on everyone's door, just offering hooks?
No, just the people missing limbs.
Oh,
That's fair.
do I know you? Is this public information?
You walked by me last night when you came in.
Oh, sorry. A little bit of a haze, actively in agony.
Yeah, been there
Wait a
twice
minute.
myself, and you realize that the hooks he's using to advertise his hook business are on his hands.
My God.
Oh, I see. Wow. Was that intentional? A business stunt?
No gambling debts.
Oh, well, same thing, really.
That's marketing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's self-promoting. Phone him out.
Well, thanks for the hooks, but no
Throw him
thanks.
out.
Think I'll pass.
Quick, throw
All
him
right.
out.
If you change your mind, I have a hook store down the street.
Hooks? Wow. Is that profitable? Just selling hooks?
I mean, I'm in the capital city, one of the most popular places for adventurers. You'd be surprised.
You know what? That's fair. If I'm really if one of my friends loses another hand or a limb or something, I'll send them your way.
Awesome. I have fake feet too.
Wow, versatile.
Versatile, yeah.
Not all of us can afford them fancy dancy clerics.
That's true. I can't. I mean, but
Hmm.
I like my little
Yeah, you
stuff.
got a fake one.
There you go. Oh no.
Yeah, you got a fake cleric on your team.
Got the cheap version.
Whoa.
The celestial
cheap
warlock.
version.
She's doing her best,
Yeah.
guys.
Sort of hands you his card to your good hand and walks away.
Okay. And he'll close the door like, what the fuck?
Zarvir, why didn't you buy it, huh? Would have been worth it.
I
Well,
don't need a hook. This stump is great already.
it's
Look
already
how
perfect.
great it is. I can punch people without having to clench my fist. It's a natural baseball bat as a hand.
It's a club.
I'm new to you and haven't really properly learned much about you. But do you
Alright,
guys
man.
always go around losing body parts?
No, this was new.
It seems pretty normal.
Oh.
It's normal for adventurers, but this is our first time.
Oh yeah, we're new.
Not only did Luca just like nearly kill himself with it, teleporting off a boat.
I don't know what you mean.
Well, Sir Dick Hangslow told me you guys are actually a pretty competent group, but
Exactly.
Sean, do me a favor and roll me a history check with advantage.
history. No, it's R history, right?
No, C.
Oh, C.
R is if you're just rolling generic D20s and 12s and stuff.
Yeah, see, we're confident, but it doesn't mean we're skillful.
Yeah. So you want to do exclamation C space history space EDB.
Oh, you gotta be kidding. A 2?
2 nat ones.
Okay, I feel better about rolling. At least I rolled a 2.
I refuse to accept that. Roll it again.
Oh my god.
3 in a row.
Watch him get another 2. He's gonna get a 2.
The ADV, right, for advantage?
Yeah. Yeah, you did it right. You just rolled terribly.
There we go.
There you go.
I mean,
Oh,
let's be
it-
real. I
it
really
tried.
made you re-roll because I want you to know this information, and I made it in. And it's not game changing. It's just silly stuff. So
Okay.
Wow, you rolled 2 ones and then you
last
rolled a 19 and a 1. Or wait, it's a 13. Never mind.
Your last trip into town, you did hear a story about some maniac named Luca the Leaper who jumps off airships.
Not Luca the Leaper.
Oh,
Let's
so
go.
that's you.
Look at the leaper.
I don't
Yeah,
know what
Luca, you
I'm
really
never-
made a name for yourself.
Never
there.
letting that go. Ever.
So,
Luca really
I'm
made a
sure
name
that
for
your
himself.
guys' adventures, especially
I
his.
really did make a name for myself.
Looks like
No
we'll
one's
have a
ever
good
done that
time,
before.
Guys. No boring moments around here, right?
Mhm.
I suppose.
That's the way to go, man.
Only have to remove one of your body parts later on. Wait, what?
Speaking of only one I have wonderful news. I completely forgot to tell you this is when I was bleeding everywhere.
It
And
happens.
Zarvir kind of like scramble around and we've one more place to go. The foresty place. Blah blah blah. You know,
Ah.
magic
Oh yeah, you gotta go.
Ooh.
distorted magical area. When that thing it was in my head. I'm mostly a blur, but I picked up on a few bits and pieces of things it left behind.
If we're heading to a forest, that's my natural preferred.
Well,
His natural habitat. He's a wild
Yes.
Pokemon.
Oh no!
well,
Catch him.
Pokemon.
I think there's
Get the
some other
Pokeball.
area. And Zarvir kind of pull out a map, and he'll pull it out and be like, "Wait, fuck, this is not gonna work at all." And he'll just throw it to the
Uh-oh.
side. There's another area we need to go, like the areas we've been looking for. There's another one. Not as easy to
Yeah.
get to, but this thing in my head seemed to think it was pretty important. So I thought that was cool. It's it's actually pretty easy to get to. It's only in the first layer of hell.
Oh,
yeah,
is that all?
Oh,
Yeah, there was like a town, a
Yeah.
forest, and a cave.
May I ask how we're gonna get there?
Oh, I have no fucking clue. But
Fantastic.
Great,
this
we
thing
gotta
in
go
my head seemed to
fucking hell.
think it was pretty important.
We can ask for
I don't
directions.
know about that. Just wanted
By
to
the
throw that
way,
out there.
Well, unless you're gonna
Who's-
open up a portal, I don't think we're gonna get there.
No, it's
who's
totally
the
Wouldn't hurt
normal.
to
leader of
ask
your
around.
group?
Yeah.
Is it you? Are you the
I
leader of the
don't-
group?
I don't know if we have a leader. If I'm the leader, then maybe it was a poor choice to chop my hand off.
Yeah.
It could be a democracy, y'all.
The democracy.
Yeah.
But yeah, if any of you
I
know
don't
anyone
refuse
who
to be a
can
part of, but
go to hell willy-nilly, then that would be great because that's a place we need to go eventually.
There we go.
hey Zarvir, maybe you should just open up a portal.
You
could
wish I
be-
could.
Yeah, it could be like a scout, a guide.
Wish I knew just how to walk into
Charlene, can you
hell.
open a portal?
I'm mostly about fire. There's fire there.
There was a
There
lot
is
of fire
fire.
there.
Find the fire.
You can open up.
Is that something that is there someone around here that like I don't know, a public
Opens up a
business for
portal.
teleportation or something that we think might be able to get us there?
A public business for that level of teleportation, probably not. You have
Okay.
met some. Give me a. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna give you this one because I'm pretty sure warlocks can learn teleport at some point. I think it's one of the level 7 things they have access
think
to
we can.
eventually. You're a pretty studied guy. Intelligence is one of your fairly high stats, if memory serves.
Yay.
It's an alright Stan.
It's also the kind of thing I feel like you would take the time to know, just as a
Probably. Yeah.
cleric. You definitely know you have met at least one person that could do what you're looking to have done.
Ooh.
What, my son?
No.
I mean, hey,
Oh.
Damien's been there.
Him?
Our
Zarvir's never met
mysterious.
Damien.
Oh, I mean you collectively have met several people who might be able to do it. But you all we're literally in like the first or second session, everyone except for Shazan has met a cleric that can do it.
Oh.
If you look at her PC sheet, she doesn't have it on there, but they can change their spells daily, so.
She can. Well, guys, time to go meet Amaya again.
Amaya.
Amaya.
Go.
Great. Glad this is cool. I guess I won't complain again. Let's go to hell.
All right.
That's really what we're doing on day one. We're going to fucking hell.
Zarvir was not planning to do this so fast, but I guess if everyone just wants to jump ship, then that sounds great.
Well,
That's her favorite thing to do.
I mean,
so here's what. So you can go find Amaya's temple easy enough. And Amaya is home. And we'll find out whether or not she's willing to even agree to do this for you when we come back.
Excellent.
Yes, let's just
Zarvir
straight
totally
down the hell. This won't
assumed.
hurt.
Zarvir totally knows that hell is like an awful place to go where we're going to all die horribly. So he assumed we'd go to the forest first and then to hell. But
those
hey, you
two
know,
things. Those
hell
two
first,
things
sure.
Amaya can
Two
do
things
here.
preventing us from going to the forest.
Maybe
What I
she'll
will
talk us
say
out of
is
it.
While we're on break for a few minutes, I highly encourage you, Melphis, to go into your sheet editor and read the optional features,
All right.
even for just the basic class features, because I find them personally much better, more useful. I'm stepping all the way away here at the moment. Like, as in, I'm not gonna have my headphones or anything on. So, if you're gonna talk shit,
Or-
you at least have the decency to do it while I'm not here.
Thing. We would never.
No. No. Sometimes I listen.
Hey,
in
don't
while
talk
I'm-
shit. Not in this lobby.
I have a specific video I need to watch while I'm having my smoke break tonight because I've been waiting for it to come out. So.
All right.
I will be back in minutes and we will continue.
Perfect.
Only two things. Those are the only two things she
There's
can
only
do.
two things.
There's only two things: accept without asking
I think
questions,
she
or
should.
say
I think
no
she should let
because
us go.
Here, I'll select all these things.
hey, it's gonna be up to Paul. I'm not the one playing Amaya anymore. Anyways, I'll be back.
Okay. Mina's learning how to play with her little toy by herself. She's got one of those toys on a string. The fishing, like the line, the rod that you
Oh
can,
yeah,
like,
that.
pull it around. She dragged it over by her food bowl.
We get to go straight to hell today. Hooray!
Mina. No.
Best place to be at level, whatever level we are.
Cute.
Oh, I got some new stuff. Okay, cool. Oh, and I even got a cantrip. Interesting. Okay. Oh, that's
Let me go to Twitch.
cool.
Should be logged in still.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Oh yeah, I forgot Twitch updated the terms of service. It's fun.
Yeah. Didn't they allow nudity now or something like
Pretty sure to some extent, even though I'm pretty sure it's like mostly it's on
Yeah.
Twitch, I think.
that? Yeah, you see female streamers where they covering their tops with like little bars or
Oh,
implying,
yeah.
so
The
see,
tease.
Mina, you gotta do that so you can get a bigger audience.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, but then you gotta keep them, and that's so much work. They're gonna expect more, and then they're just gonna leave because it's just gonna be nerd stuff. I guess not my target audience. That's a lot more stuff I would have to do.
I was watching Peter's stream, right? He literally banned me for I don't know what.
I mean, they get a lot of trolls in there, so I can see why they'd be pretty fast at banning.
Well, yeah, because
You're
there's a bunch of idiots going there.
You're attracting that kind of people. Yep, that's there's that part of it. Very nice. We're making it happen. Oh yeah, it's a good time for a break. I'll be right back as well. Do 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 do.
I'm gonna be right back as well.
Steve died.
I can't wait to see what Amaya says. And I got snacks. Peanut butter cup. Everything's better with chocolate. She just says no. There's only two things Amaya will do, accept without questions, or say no because she's worried about us dying there. Both very good options. Very valid, yeah. Okay, so while we're on break from D&D real quick, let's see. Oh yeah, the global relocate thing. We're also talking about moving to a different server, but that's gonna be a while. So we're gonna still be here for a bit. Yeah. So global relocate. My other character has that. Here we go. So you get a global relocate. And let's see if I go to use it. It'll be under 213 in here. 211 to 220. There. We Are the World. That's the current name because that's what I named it. Yay! I'm so glad we got to name it. It's a good name. I like my name. I am the Overlord. It's me. So yep, you'll know it when you see it right there. It's We Are the World. We are the world. And I believe if you're 19 or lower, you only need one global relocate. Where in server? I mean, we move around pretty easily. I've never used it before, so I assume it would just put you randomly, but you can always move. Yes, we love it. It's so cool. I love the air mantas. They're so cool. I mean, it's just the map. Let's see. And 213. Meow. We'll see when we eat you. Meow. Not if you're in the alliance, we can't eat you. There's my little ladybug. Our little stump. Oh, some nice diamonds. Look at that. Ooh. Nice diamond spec at home. There's our little buddies. We got the base here. Nice. But it's easy to move around, so we'll get you a spot probably over here. But that's not important. As long as you're in the server. That's all that matters. We can get you. You can join the alliance as long as you're in the server. So you can be anywhere on here. Boop. I'm not really sure how that part works. I will find out. Seneca! What? Why'd you do that? Are you trolling? Oh no! What's up, Seneca? I was like, someone deleted Killer's message. What? Or do you want to be eaten? I guess that's up to you. Some of our guys are pretty quick on the trigger on attacking people, but you have nothing to worry about, probably. Yeah, I just tell them you're coming. Oh, okay. Well then, no problem. We can help you.
That's what she said.
Another good one. You're on fire.
Probably. What? You weren't supposed to hear that. Can I undelete a message, or is it too late? Oh well, you can just type it again. Oh, but thank you. We do love the art, Killer. Killer's art is killer. Oh my gosh. Not Pog, Seneca, not Pog. Is this a thing now? Are y'all deleting each other's messages? What? Am I missing some context? Killer's a killer. You know it. Oh, look how happy you guys make the fox. A happy little fox. Isn't it cute? I love our little foxy. And the little balls on my tree. We got 2 balls on the tree. If we get 22, we get more colors for the foxy and the other pets. And then I said I would get a real tree. It is now. He started something. You see what you started? Let's see. Oh, what server are you in, Booby? I'll look you up right now. And I'll tell you what's up. 249. Oh, that's my other characters in 248. Noise. We're like neighbors. Cool. Oh, I love chocolate. Spirit of Wolf? I don't know. S-O-W. The So. That's an EverQuest spell. Sow me. Give me some sow. Makes you go fast. Okay, so they own the stump. That's the alliance. The Overlord Alliance. New warriors. Cool. I think you can make a new character and tell it what server you want to be on, but if you don't, it just puts you on the newest server. So depending on how old your character is, you have to be level 15 plus to relocate. So that's another thing. It says X248 and Y334. Does that mean there's more boys? What? Oh gosh. That's beautiful. I never Never thought about that. The X and Y coordinates. I mean, if you had XX, you would just be on the longitude. You'd just be on the height line. You wouldn't have, if you don't have a Y coordinate, you're not anywhere, man. You're just floating up in the air. You gotta have a Y. Oh, you're 19. Well, then you're good. Alright, nice. I'm actually 19 on my second character, too. Noise. You gotta get level 20 so you can get that another march. You can have 5 marches. I'm excited to get another march, another army slot. Noise. Oh, look at that. Diamonds. Nice. You guys gotta get your diamonds. Nice. Shiny diamonds. Look at all these new guys. Oh, 25. That's not bad. They did good on that. Then you got some Russians. There's that Russian guy. They're everywhere. Oh, that's an invader. 256 is fighting you guys. So I got your coordinates. You can actually look up me as well. If you go to 213 and hit go. So there's a server, the height, and I guess the width. What do you call that? Long, wise, and short. I don't know. Long and short. That's the long and the short of it. Coordinates, like geometrical coordinates. What do you call it? We did that in geometry. Where are you at? Are you near the stump or are you out? Oh, if you click here on the bottom right, you can see the resources. What resource belt are you in? Are you in the last green one? Longitude?
Where did Shadow go?
Oh, perfect.
That is a good question.
Swear to God,
Mia?
I literally
you
came
wanna
back
play?
and y'all started a cult of silence.
Ah.
Everyone was muted.
What? You wanna play? You wanna play? Yeah. Mina. Dang. Sweet. Aha. Mina? Really? Oh my gosh. There. Aha. Mina's over here trying to get my attention. Do you want to play? Parkouring on top of the chairs.
Oh, and there goes my quest. Oh, where did the back half of this go? Oh, it's right there.
Yay.
Because you're doing there.
What?
Or for my VR, that's what I'm using right now. It's like a miniature desktop because I don't have a computer anymore.
Meow. Mina.
You could give me Mina right now.
Gimme. Excuse me.
Please. Mina.
She'll fight you.
I'll take a 5th cat.
There we go.
No, 3 black cats to my house.
And Chaos, of course. We can't forget Chaos. He's a good boy. Oh, yeah.
Nah.
He's so sweet. Oh. Perfect. Ow. Ow.
Right now.
You bit me, Chaos. Why'd you bite me?
Because she loves chaos.
Ow.
Creating chaos.
He's a good boy. He's so funny. He's got the gentlest little nibbles. Just enough to like hang on to your hand. Yeah, let's do it. Like, I can't leave, but you can. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Let's see. You have to leave your alliance. Oh, and if you have resources, you gotta make sure you keep them under your vault limit. If you got too much resources, go ahead and use them up. And you can only do it once per day, or 30 days. Yeah, no, we got you. You cool. Oh yeah, lucky coins. So if you have lucky coins, definitely check that out. Or use those up.
Shadow?
I mean,
I'm guessing in Shadow.
let's see. Better. Oh wait, there's more? Oh, I didn't know you could scroll down. I thought this was it. Oh dang.
We last left off with a new hero joining the fray. And our crew heading to see a very powerful cleric they know about possibly going to hell?
Yay.
So, as you all head off in the direction of the Temple of Fandari, Boss Lady is in today. What would we like to do?
Well, well, we just arrived at the temple.
Yes.
We've met her before, right?
Yeah, like, can we just walk in and be like, "Hey, it's us. We're cool."
Yeah. I mean, she seems happy enough to see you.
We need you, Amaya. You're one of our many, few hopes. Possibly the only one.
One of our many few hopes.
Yep.
Well,
We gotta
what
go
can I
back to
do?
hell.
What can I do for you?
We're going to hell.
I didn't know we were doing this so soon, but I guess we're going to hell.
Oh.
Maybe we shouldn't have started with that yet.
Maybe say a hi, how are you? Folks?
Nice to see you, Amaya. You're looking just lovely, just absolutely glowing today.
Yeah, we need to go to hell.
Yeah, pretty much.
Hell comes to Frog Town.
Keep in mind, it was all Zarvir's idea.
Do you know the dance of the three
proposed
snakes?
this idea.
It
I didn't say we should do it now.
It was an idea in Zarvir's head.
Yeah.
We just do all of those. You know? It's
guess
Zarvir.
so.
He's cool.
We need to go to hell and
There
fast.
are a lot of you talking at me right now, and none of you are saying anything that makes any sense.
That sounds about right. So you would,
Zarvir.
yeah.
That's normal.
So you heard us.
Zarvir. Why do you think it's a good idea to go to the Hells?
You know, I don't. You were the one who sent us on these missions, right? You know, the 3 locations to go find and hopefully solve this whole magic crisis revival thing.
I don't remember if it was exactly me, but I certainly knew of them.
Yeah, well. Anyways, apparently there's something important down in the hills about that. Not entirely sure. Kind of a little clueless, but I know it's somewhat important to that. So, I thought we were going to do that later, but everyone's like, "Nah, let's go to hell now." I'm like, "Okay."
I didn't volunteer to go to hell. By the
Well,
way,
we're already
I'm new
here.
to the group and they seem pretty disorganized. I don't know.
Yeah, you're in for a hell of a time.
Oh. Nice to meet you, by the way. My name's Shizun.
Nice to meet you, Shizun. Amaya Aurora,
Oh, nice to meet you.
head of this temple and I guess head of the Church of Fandari at this point.
Ah, you guys
I
have
don't-
friends in high places.
Mm. They're in a good
about
place.
that. I'm not
They're in good
sending you to
hands.
hell.
Oh man, come on. What if we ask nicely?
Maybe one day. I'm not sending you to hell right now.
The voice of reason.
Aww.
Maya was always the voice of reason.
And
We need one.
how badly do you all want to die? Keeping
This
in
is
mind,
I mean, we just
Keeping
lost.
in mind that-
hand.
keep it. Yeah,
I
we'll
think
talk
Zarvir
about that.
is at the task of dying again.
We'll talk about all that in a minute. You all just sounded disappointed I won't send you to hell.
We're not your
When
typical
you
group.
When you will die there.
Yeah.
How do you
Way
know,
you are now.
Daya?
Prefer not to go venturing.
Because I've been there.
That's fair.
You will die if you go there in your current state. And even if somehow you manage to find a way back once I get you there, I can't bring you back to life, or have you forgotten that part?
That's kind of our whole mission here, huh?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Well, as my initial thoughts were what we were going to do, I guess I'll propose the idea once again. Let's go to check out the last location that we need to go check out. And then we'll revisit the idea of hell when we come back.
Is this one of those times where talking solves the problem?
That's most of the times when I've been around.
That
Let's
doesn't
not just
sound
dive
good.
straight into hell. Literally.
Yeah, I like that idea. I have fur. Fur and hell don't traditionally go too well together.
Well, you just gotta know how to control the fire, Mr. Rabbit, sir. Ma'am, lady, sir.
You have fur too,
Mhm.
so you must have good control over fire.
Fire resistance. I'm flame retardant, y'all.
They
She is
like
not-
fire very much.
She has almost zero control over it, by the way.
Oh, an amateur wizard.
Why are you telling my secrets?
I guess I shouldn't be that surprised that a group that has Luca the Leaper in it would want to go to hell, though.
Oh my god.
We're trying to get down as fast as we can. That's hot.
Jump from one story to the next.
Well, you
Tell
only
you what.
lost. Looks like you're really kind of all guns blazing guy. So, it's gonna be
Tell you what.
interesting.
Finish examining the 3 places we sent you to. If you make it back from that, I'll have at least another job for you, and if you succeed at both of those, I'll consider sending you to hell.
This is great. Love this idea.
All right, we got a mission.
We had a mission.
Side quest. Wait, main quest?
Our mission is to go to hell, and that's it.
Submission.
What is with your? I just briefly mentioned hell, and y'all are jumping the gun to go to. Do you guys have problems here? Do we really need to go to hell that bad?
Is this an
I
issue?
just mentioned it very briefly.
I mean, you didn't stop us.
You know what? Maybe that's my fault. I should have stopped you all.
Why is nobody
I
stopping
don't really
me?
want to go to hell.
I need an adult.
We do need an adult.
We know you do, Charlene.
Oh. Is that my problem?
Yeah, I think you need an adult.
Mm-hmm.
So,
we?
For now, you should probably prepare for your next mission.
I think that's a hint, guys, for Paul saying we should go get supplies like potions.
I'm trying to see how much money I have. Hey, I'm not that poor.
I just kind of assumed I had potions, but I never bought any. I should probably do that.
It would be a good idea.
We should all do that.
But that'll be fine.
Yeah, is there I'm assuming that this is a big town. There's some local adventuring guild shop around here. think we've probably even been to it before.
Yeah, there's places you can buy stuff.
Probably.
Fantastic.
That guy still around? That what was that? Like he was an imp or something like that. Some horned character we had last campaign.
Oh, own
Is he still around?
interest.
Yeah, is he still around?
We've seen
Would
him
we?
briefly.
Would we want to see him?
You talking about? You talking about Ona? Or you talking about Hyuk Hyuk?
Yuck.
I was
Yuck,
thinking
yuck.
of
They're both horned.
I love him.
He's still there. He's back where he came from, where his shop is.
Oh yeah, he sells a lot of potions, right?
Yeah,
We
but
love
he's not
him.
even on the
He's
same
not-
continent.
Oh,
Yeah.
he's not. Okay, never mind.
We're
He
on a whole
could be.
different
He could.
continent.
He could travel. Merchants
What's
do
happening?
that.
We haven't seen him yet, though. So
Not yet.
True.
Yuck.
That's up to
who's that?
Paul.
We don't know.
what does a typical potion like cost? Just your sorry, potion. I mean healing potion.
Depends who you buy it from.
Mm. That costs extra, honey.
Well, yeah. Where? I mean, I know. Maybe not this place. But where would be a good place to buy cheap? Hopefully, safe potions.
Hey, maybe we could ask the cleric. They might know.
Hmm.
That's true.
Maybe we can buy them from the cleric.
Even better. Get a discount, a friendship bonus.
Yeah.
Ooh, I love friendship bonus.
You're buying supplies from me. If you're buying
hot.
supplies from me and my church, I won't overcharge you, but you won't be getting any discounts. The money goes to a lot of important things.
And we're cheaper than,
See.
you know,
Hmm.
I don't have to spend a life fortune on. I guess that's not much considering
I go
my
into the
net value
docks,
right
and
now.
A lot of merchants show up by the docks.
Oh, we could hit some docks.
See what they have over there at least.
Sure.
Let's check it
Sounds good
out.
to me.
Let's go.
Mm-hmm.
It's about an hour, or probably about an hour and a half to 2 hours for you to get across town. Not only is it a population-wise big town, it's also originally built for giants. Oh yeah, but that reminds me, all the temples in this district and all Shazan are all 40 to 50 feet tall.
Oh wow, okay.
With 15 to 20 foot stone emblems of the holy symbol on the roof.
Oh wow.
The hotel you were staying in, the inn, whatever you want to call it, is 60 feet tall and about 200 feet across because the rooms are built for giants.
Damn. Real giants too. That's kind of cool. Are they all around the town, by the way?
You see a few here and there. Most of them tend to stick to the government buildings because giants, very intelligent, magically inclined giants, run this nation.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, so imagine somebody who's 20 feet tall can beat you to death and also can fireball you.
Oopsie.
Oh shit.
That's bad.
And it not be an easy fireball to avoid.
It's massive.
Oh, it's not that it's any more massive.
It's just a fireball is.
It's that they're really, really
did it-
smart. Meaning they in world they have very, very good accuracy.
Ah.
In D&D terms, their spell DCs are very high.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. So they don't miss much.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like Mina's character.
Well,
You couldn't hit a fly off a camel's back.
you don't have to aim if you just burn everything.
Well, that is until you're outside the village, and then you burn down the entire
Yeah,
village.
can you maybe not do that in town? It would go very poorly for you, and this would be a very short campaign.
I can't promise anything, but I'll try my best.
Oh, by the way, that was out of character. That wasn't.
I mean, you can start a big fire in the middle of the capital city of intelligent giant wizards if you want.
I lost a character that way once.
But given that they have very high intelligence, strong magic capabilities, and are giants, it's a matter of do they want to spell you to death or squish you?
Mm. So be cool. Be cool. Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, it takes about 2 hours, but you make it across town down to the docks, and give me a perception check.
At least we won't freeze
All
to
of us
death.
or just
Whoever wants to make one.
Oh yeah, I'm checking it out. I'm looking for cute dock boys.
Ooh, that's a good roll. 21.
I don't think my perception's very good.
You certainly are looking for dock boys with a 9.
They're not hard to find.
And
I'm the only one looking good.
You were looking
Man,
good,
it's
girl.
water. Wow.
Whoa. Oh my god,
And
Steve.
Oh no.
One of my strong points of this character is perception.
He's doing his own
I
thing.
literally roll an 8.
Oh.
Dice roll.
Well,
Dice rolls can only save you so much.
a +5 is
I
nice.
think I hit a 5.
Or I should say bonuses can only save you so much.
Yeah.
Luca,
Yeah.
while Charlie's doing weird shit, and the other
As
people are just
one does.
not noticing things.
I'm
They're just
very
sort of
blind, apparently.
looking around. Steve is very surprised. Given his intelligence, it's surprising that this fascinating to him, but he just seems to be fascinated by this worm at his feet. You, however,
died.
Luca, notice a figure seems to be not really peddling wares, but you can tell they have wares to peddle.
The old guy?
They're just sort of keeping to themselves. And you get the sense that people who know who the person is are keeping a bit of a wide berth. You recognize them, however. You've met before.
Is it the guy with the hooks?
He is not the guy with the hooks.
Damn it.
He does have a
Oh man.
weird, creepy black sword on his hip, though.
Other mysterious guy.
That's the guy we were looking at. The other horn guy.
Yeah. I'm gonna point him out to the group. Just I'm pretty sure that guy it has some things to sell.
Oh, you mean fuck, what's his name? Onan. Yeah, I know him. He's an interesting fella. Yeah, we can go talk to him. Maybe he'll give me a workers' compensation discount.
Oh my god. Workers' comp.
So you gonna walk over to him?
Oh.
Hell yeah.
I just imagine Steve still staring at the room.
So as 4 of you walk over to talk to him, and Steve is playing with a worm. He takes one look at you, Zarvir, and he's like, "How the hell did that happen since I saw you last?"
Oh, that's an interesting story. A magical cauldron, blood sacrifice. You know. I was a little curious for my own good.
Oops.
But hey, maybe looking to buy some wares, disability discount.
You're an idiot. I charge idiots double.
I like this guy.
No.
Maybe
No,
we
I
break
don't-
even then with the whole hand losing thing.
What are you looking to get?
Well, not sure about the rest of my companions here, but
Ooh.
health, potions, that kind of stuff. Would like to stay alive.
Yeah, health potions for sure.
I got a couple variants available.
What kind?
The good
The
kind.
kind, the kind that costs 20 gold, the kind that costs 40 gold, and the kind that costs 300 gold.
Well,
300 gold.
Hmm.
This
That's
is
a big jump.
expensive.
Maybe we can come to
I
some
mean,
sort of
Not too
arrangement.
surprising.
yeah. Can I try to haggle? Use some skill of mine. I don't know what would be a good skill.
And try to make a persuasion check.
Ooh, that's perfect. That sounds wonderful. I
It
like
does sound
persuasion.
wonderful for you and me.
Yeah.
Would charisma
Probably
be used
only
to
for
kind of
us.
hustle people or no?
Yeah, that's persuasion.
30-20.
Oh, it's okay.
30-20. All right, give me a second. So how are you trying to persuade him? Give me your pitch.
Oh fuck. Zarvir's kind of an
Yeah, you
idiot.
actually have to roleplay shit sometimes.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. I didn't think this through.
Oh no.
I got it. None of us are exactly getting paid for what we do. Well, our arrangement's a little different, but I think I told you about this already. We're trying to somewhat fix this whole magical thing going on with revival, and this isn't exactly something we get paid for on a regular basis. Maybe a bit of a discount to help that out, considering, and he'll kind of like show his hand off. We're already struggling a bit in the whole adventuring department.
Yeah.
I could be persuaded if you do a job for me.
Another one. Always up for some more jobs.
Does it require hunting? Because that's my expertise. Besides, it's what I came here for. More interesting hunts, great hunts.
Sure, we'll find something eventually.
You could certainly say it involves hunting.
I don't know about you guys, but I think we should.
Bounty
Well,
hunters,
what's the
let's
job?
go.
Yeah.
Just like
sounds
Domino.
Bounty hunting to me.
Mhm.
Oh, I was assuming that he wanted us to kill some great beast or some monstrosity.
Or both.
Probably just a guy.
Yeah.
I do want you to kill a big dude.
Ooh.
Yep. Bounty hunting.
Who and where?
He just points to like a small island, probably about half a day boat ride across the horizon. I'll lend you the boat I have access to. He owes me quite a sum of money. I don't even care if you kill him, but if you hunt him down and either get it back, kill him, or both.
Oh, okay. Doesn't sound too difficult. Do we have any more information? And what do we expect? Is he some kind of warrior? Is he skilled at assassinations? Or is he just a petty thief?
Yes.
Oh,
Wonderful.
Wow, to all. Okay.
Might
That's
be a
good
nice
enough
little
for
break,
me.
you know? Yeah, away
I
from
hope
the
you get that fire ready because it
chaos.
sounds like we're going to need it.
Let's bring him to justice. Beer
But,
for
you
tea,
know-
justice.
Maybe let's not resort to immediate murder.
It's not
No,
murder
we
if
don't
it's
need to.
self-defense, y'all.
Well, sure, if it's self-defense, then go for it. But maybe we can talk to the guy.
Ooh,
I like talking.
diplomacy?
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah.
You know, Stumpy,
Like
when you talk, I really feel like I'm talking to myself.
I'm assuming that's a great thing. Seemed like a nice fella.
It's creepy. Your voice sounds too much like mine for its own good.
Strange. You know,
Hey, you guys have something in common. Maybe you could even get more of a discount.
Ooh. Friends discount.
you could only have so many discounts before it just becomes robbery.
We're
We want to stop
Make no
just
mistake.
before that.
Make no mistake about this, cat lady. We are not friends, and if you try to convince me to lower the price anymore, I'm going to stab you to death.
Oh.
I mean, that could always change.
My kind of business.
And from what I hear, you won't. Between what my weapon can do and what I hear about this death curse, you ain't coming back.
That sounds temporary to me.
You ever been turned to dust, lady?
Not yet. I like turning
Maybe.
other things to dust. So.
Yeah, let's quit while we still have some luck. Why don't we do this job and we'll go? We don't want to piss this fine gentleman off.
Appreciate that, stranger.
Thanks.
Your method of transportation, your mode of transportation's over there.
Ah, perfect. We'll be on our leave then. We look forward to returning your money he owes, hopefully, or his head.
Wonderful.
Ideally,
Oh, both.
personally, I'd prefer both, but I'm a little bit psycho.
Aha.
I like the way
If
you
you-
think, sir.
If you can get the money without having to take his head, I understand that most people would prefer to do it that way.
Sometimes that's all you can do.
We are not most people.
It doesn't work out.
That's a terrifying thing to hear from the only person I know is actually a good aligned character.
Yeah, did Luca just insinuate that we're gonna murder someone?
Yes.
We're not most people. Maybe she's just giving up and, just going along with the group. She knows she
Man,
can't
I'm gonna have to
control
be
us.
the-
Giving in.
I'm gonna have to anchor you all down. I'm the only one here who doesn't want to kill them. Jeez.
It's
I'm
very
not
unexpected.
too there.
No, I was kidding.
I'm not too keen on killing humanoids, but what must be done must be done.
Like I
Says it's
said,
even human.
the agreement doesn't require that he dies. I just personally can't stand him and would like him dead, but I can also do that myself someday if I really care. Right now, I just want my money back.
All right, we have a job to do, guys.
Let's
As
go
long as
get
we
it.
stand-
Cool.
Yeah, as long as we sit here and chit chat, we have things to do.
Yeah, you might want to get started. It's going to take you a while to get there.
Thank you.
Let's
This
roll.
fine boat.
But so you guys start walking towards the direction he pointed. He tells you it's on dock number 9.
Wait, we have to go on a boat? I can't.
Are
I
you
can't do
gonna
that.
walk on water to get across the island?
I can't do it. Krakens will
Oh,
eat
I thought
me.
you could control water. My bad.
That too.
Maybe you should learn how to control water.
Yeah.
As you start to walk away, and if any of you look back, he's gone.
What is... I was going to say, what is he, Batman? Wow, the theatrics.
He has 20 dexterity and 20 intelligence, so yeah, kinda.
Oh, that's right. I can do that too.
Batman.
If it's
Batman.
lightly obscured. I have my cloak.
I can maybe,
A little bit of
He's just
fog.
very good. He's just very good at disappearing.
Ooh,
Got my fancy cloak.
When you make it down to the correct dock number 9, you understand why he said it's going to take you a while.
Oh dear.
It's a rowboat.
Yo.
Hmm.
Where's that airship?
Alright, Charlene's rowing.
You crashed it.
Yeah, we don't need Luca jumping again.
We
God.
gotta do what we gotta do, man.
Luca the Leaper and Charlie the Diver.
All right. We all have to
I
take
d-
turns rowing the boat.
I don't want to get wet.
Well, we could just throw you in the water so you don't have to worry about
That's even worse.
Yeah, just
I'll smell
her in
like
the
a wet
water.
dog.
quick Shazam.
Mm-mm.
In and out, you'll be fine.
You won't like
You'll be
it.
fine.
it. Yeah.
No one's gonna like this.
So we all get into the boat and then we start rowing
Grudgingly.
towards
Yeah,
our
after
destination.
about 10 to 15 minutes of rowing, you do realize that there's a motor attached to it.
Little trawling motor.
We still make Charlene row.
Yeah.
Uh,
that's a
I
good
imagine
idea.
we
No,
would take
it's-
turns.
Nope.
It sort of seems like it was hidden in some way, like, and sort of appeared over time. Probably some sort of artifice or trickery or something.
Right,
I would say I would do. Hey, did you guys? Is that a motor? I didn't notice it at first. Yeah, it is. And I'd knock on it to make sure.
Dunk
it's real.
dunk.
It
Yeah, I guess so.
Interesting.
very real.
I'm not experienced around these
Shazam,
water
while you're over there, just
activities.
pass it on with you.
Well, we could keep having the cat row the boat, or we could start using this.
That
to
is
get
a
there
good point.
faster.
I never agreed to any of this.
Use both.
I don't even want to be
Ah,
here.
yeah.
Use both. You go really fast.
All
No.
right, let's start using this so we can get this show on the road when we turn it on.
Who's attempting to help row while the motor's going?
Oh, that would be Mina.
Nope.
Charlene,
I'm not
Yep,
doing
we
it.
would.
I
she
unvolunteer myself.
volunteered.
I would have figured the big
can't do
strong.
that.
I would have figured the big strong elven wizard would do it, but
Oh, Luca.
The big strong elfin wizard.
Nah, I'm not a wizard.
Steve
not
the
a wizard.
wizard.
Oh, Steve's the
Yeah,
Steve
wizard.
the elf.
I didn't even think you were an elf.
Yeah, he's got the ears. Oh wait, oh, because she's a changeling, so she looks like elf.
What? No,
Yeah.
you don't know that. Nobody knows.
Yeah, so we don't know that. That was out of character.
Hmm.
Nobody knows anything.
All right, so someone's gonna have to row the boat. We turn on
It's
the
not
motor.
Zarvir. Zarvir's too high class for
Turn
that.
on the motor.
Let's say I'm
Brrr.
really curious as to who thinks it's a good idea to stick your move a rowboat or row the boat when the motor is running and you probably tear your fucking arm. on
Oh
its side.
yeah.
Oh, that's why we want the cat to do it. They got 9 lives.
Yeah, but I don't want to die stupidly.
Sounds like it's too late for that.
Shit. Maybe. That's all of us, though,
All
really.
right, so, what do you guys want to do? Continue rowing or try the motor?
We'll try the motor. Let's see if it
Mm,
works.
yeah, the smart thing.
All right, so we stop rowing. Obviously, let's turn on the motor and it goes. But we do need someone to steer it. Steve, you look like a fine chap. Why don't you steer the boat so we
The
won't
wizard's
just?
probably stronger than me, anyways. I think I
Hmm.
will.
Alright.
All right,
Have you
so
won-
Steve's steering. Good so far.
Yeah.
And then I
We're gonna
guess
be
we head in the
okay.
direction we're supposed to go. Yep. Unless Paul's gonna have some kind of creature jump in and try to kill us.
No, you make it across
Yeah.
the island.
Oh.
Perfect.
Surprising.
We hit
Like he
land.
didn't die.
Hey, let's make sure we securely fashion this boat. Otherwise, we're gonna be stuck on this island. Because I don't think our wizard knows how to port yet, or teleport.
No, man, definitely. I don't.
Phase
Oh,
shift.
not good.
Planar shift.
Oh, wait. Mina's character is not a wizard. It's a druid, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were a wizard.
He's a wildfire druid. I'm the wizard.
Ah, okay. So Steve, you don't know how to port yet, but just a druid. All right. He likes to blow things up. That's not very druid-like.
It is. Fire's natural.
True, it
Fire's
is.
a natural element.
But usually druids like to preserve nature, not burn it down.
Is it anything
Well,
about burning down nature?
Just
Would
like
you consider a village nature?
you have to control it, you
I
know?
guess
Sometimes you
not.
gotta burn things down to recreate.
I say it's like rising from the ashes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, exactly. A controlled burn.
Anyhow, so you made it to the island, and
Woohoo!
as you get there, you realize that it is small. Surprising you almost from the couple hours distance away it was. It's actually amazing you could even make out the island. It's much tinier than it seems. There's actually basically just about 100 feet in either direction around a singular house.
Ah. Well, guys, I think this island's not too big, and look at that. I don't think we're gonna have trouble finding our target here.
I feel like you still are all in the mindset that we're gonna murder this person.
Well, let's be cautious. Let's kind of do scouting.
Knowing you guys, I would not be surprised.
What we could do is just make sure there's no friends lurking around before we just start heading in there. You never know. If he owes a lot of money, he probably knows people are going to eventually come looking for him.
Is it a normal-sized house or is it a giant house?
Oh yeah, that's a good question.
That's a good question. It's giant size.
Oh, good.
Shit. Giant.
Scouting, schmouting. Zarvir's just gonna walk up and just bang on the door as much as he can.
Face plant.
So, Zarvir walks up and nubs the door.
I have another hand.
Right when I was starting to drink water.
No, my strong hand.
About 10 seconds or 10, 15 seconds. You're just about to bang on it again. You hear, "Oh, the fuck are you? What the fuck do you want?"
Hello, friend.
Yeah, we come here for some debt collection.
Yeah, we have a client who says you owe them a substantial amount of money. We could, if you agree to pay your debt, we'll leave and you won't see us again.
Dead or alive?
Well, we were trying to be peaceful.
Oh yeah, diplomacy. That's right.
I mean, unless you force us to.
I'm new to this.
But we'd rather just collect the debt and leave.
Exactly.
Oh, fuck, said I owe them money.
Onin Crest.
Yes.
That little fucker's a liar.
Oh.
Well, we don't care.
Can I roll insight?
Here to collect.
Sure.
Can I go back? That's bad. 8.
Damn it. Are you gonna check to see if this character is lying?
I was trying to see if he was lying, yeah.
Hard to read since he sounds audibly drunk.
Yeah, this is interesting. It appears that they're intoxicated, so they're might be easier to take down, perhaps, if they don't hand it over.
But could also be harder, you know.
Oh, true.
Oh, hell, that skinny bastard to leave me alone. I don't owe him any fucking money.
Do you know why he's saying you owe him money?
He changed the price on something I bought after we agreed on it.
Oh, that's not very cool.
That's
He told him
strange, though.
we agreed on 4,000, then he changed it to 10.
Oh, so you have a difference of 6,000. Okay.
That's more than double, bro. I don't know about this.
Buy it from him? Oh, did you just agree but then never buy it?
No, I agreed on the price. He changed it, so I took it anyway.
Oh, wait a minute.
Well then.
Did you pay him the 4,000 still? Oh.
I left it for him, yes.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Interesting.
Am I able to tell? Like, is he just like completely wasted? Or is he
Sounds like it.
okay? Sorry. Okay, we'll try something. Well, I guess it's a big misunderstanding then. Sorry to bother you.
Fine. Go home.
Yeah, I don't think we can.
No, we really should talk to Onan about this, clear things up.
Yeah,
I think he knows.
Who knows?
Zarvir would like kind of side eye you, like, shut the fuck up. Actually, I'm trying to do something.
All right, we'll be back.
Yeah, let's go, guys.
And I'm assuming the guy just, once we say we're leaving, he just closes the door. I'm assuming.
We never opened the door.
Oh, okay. So we were talking through the door. Great.
Or maybe I said he opened the door, but basically you hear a voice from the other side of the door. Was the intention.
Zarvir's gonna like kind of huddle up with Owen and say, he's completely fucking wasted.
Yeah.
Why don't
we could use that to our advantage?
Yeah.
Do you think his story's true? Sounds a little fishy to me.
Who cares if his story's true? If he's actually completely wasted, who says we have to tell him anything about debt? I don't know. There's an alcohol tax of $6,000. It's really inconvenient he has to pay.
There you go.
Why do we have to tell the truth? As long as none of you fuck it up.
Oh, well, then we keep it.
Hey, we can always take it from him. That's an option.
We'll see how far this goes. And if it doesn't work, then fine. Maybe we can take his limbs off and do something with him.
Maybe you can get a new
I don't
hand.
know how good you guys are at lying, but
maybe you guys just don't talk. Me and Luke could do all the talking.
Idea. Yeah.
Yeah, I think Shelvio, you're good at lying, right?
Let me check.
Not the worst.
So, let me and Shelvio do the talking.
Yes. We'll stay back here.
I have a -1 charisma.
I don't know. Do I have like a hat or something I can wear? Something just to make myself look a little different.
I mean, we were talking through the door, so he never saw us, right?
Well, that's true. Yeah, he never saw us.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, if I need to, I can change my appearance.
For future reference, unless you have some kind of alternative clothes listed or disguise kit, then no, you wouldn't. You have to.
If I had to, Zarvir would probably like just take out his outer vest. That's probably all he would do because he wears a whole suit. But that'd be the most that I could do.
What are you trying to do now?
I don't know what to lie to him about.
I don't either. You gotta think of something.
On alcohol, so I want to do something with that.
Just tell him we're gonna sell him some more alcohol, like a subscription service.
And put something in the drink to knock him out, and then we just go in there and take
there you go.
the money.
You have giant alcohol and giant knockout pills?
The druid could do something. Come on now.
What do you mean?
Some kind of
Can't just
create.
conjure up that
Every
stuff.
Yeah, there's a food
con.
conjure spell. Something like that.
Do
I
you
mean,
do you
Hey, you
have
guys have
good
no
berry?
poisons? Look, I have some of
Huh?
my poison arrows.
I don't think he'll
Does
drink that.
anyone have good berry?
No.
Nope.
No. Okay.
Do we have time for a long
Um,
rest?
The only
Somebody give
thing
me
I
a
can.
perception check.
Okay.
Hmm.
Oh,
I got a
13.
13.
You said everyone, right?
Yes.
Hey, you guys,
Ready
it's
to
better than my
fail.
previous one.
There.
Aha,
Ooh,
24.
there
That's
you
good.
go.
Finally.
Better. Yep, I know what I'm about.
Apparently, Steve is just not going to roll.
There it
Nope,
goes.
He's
there
working
he
on it.
goes.
Rolling is hard, guys.
How many worms we'll be looking at today?
Well, not
I
that
got
many.
12, don't worry.
It's not the most we've got.
All of you are notice. Actually, Zarvir and or not Zarvir, Charlene and Shazan. You start to notice before anyone else. There's a weird, just faint rumbling is the best way I can put it. Under your
Ooh.
feet.
The land is purring, y'all.
Yeah,
The
do you
other
guys
three,
feel that?
I got the worms.
the other three of you. I mean, all of you technically, but the other three of you, for the purposes of saying things, giving each person something to, in character, do, quote unquote. But you all sort of collectively look over and realize your boat is further away.
Oh, so
But we're not in it.
And then you
where's
all
our
start
boat?
to, and then you all start to feel the rumbling.
Uh-oh.
And it's getting heavier and heavier and heavier under your feet.
Guys, I think.
well,
And
get with the
and the island you're on starts moving faster and faster away from shore.
Oh.
Guys, am I seeing and feeling this? Are we moving?
Are we making a new
We're
friend?
moving.
I'm pretty sure
I told you
our
you
boat
should
is
have
just getting farther
left.
away.
Oh.
You made a bad choice.
What?
Oh.
Are we on the back of something, by the way?
Do you want to look and try to figure that out?
Turtle
Yeah, I'd
Island.
love to. We have
The
to be on
Isle
the
of
turtle, right?
Tortuga.
Turtle Island.
We should
Where are you
probably go talk
looking?
to
Over
him.
the side,
you?
the front, the back?
I would look. Yeah, I would look at the back.
The
or-
way it's moving.
Yeah, the way it's
that would
moving.
be
What's
best.
causing it to move that direction?
I mean, it's swimming.
It's swimming. Oh man! So we're on a freaking whale or something.
Everybody give me a history check.
Uh-oh.
How good am I at history?
Whale
okay.
Island.
You
Oh,
also
I
probably
Nat
got
more
a
than
20.
if you
Ooh.
prefer, since I didn't say
A
it, I
two.
didn't say it before
I like
everyone's roll.
twos.
If anyone prefers, you can re-roll and use nature if you're better at it.
We didn't
Okay.
pay attention in
No.
history
better
class.
Nature, I'm better at history. I got a nat 20
Oh
though,
god,
so
I'm
it
better
doesn't
at
matter
nature, and
really.
look at I still get a worse.
You're not any better at
You're
nature. You're the same
not
at
better
nature.
at nature. You have the same, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Luca
Hmm.
takes a few seconds to register, but you're pretty sure you know what's happening. You are apparently standing outside of a drunk giant of unknown origin, just some kind of giant, outside a drunk giant's house on what you thought was an island, and kind of is in a sense, but is essentially the back shell of a dragon turtle.
Oh,
Cool.
I see.
And we'll pick up from there next week.
I see.
Oh,
very
no.
cool, Krinir. I love that. It was very cool.
Well, fuck.
And look at you guys. We would never have gone here if you didn't listen to Paul. And that's what I think DMs have to do, right? Paul, you have to lead the group into the place you want to go because everyone wanted. Well, not my character, but everyone wanted to go to hell, and you're like, you sure that's a good idea?
Just let us go.
If you were level 6, even 7 already,
you would have let us go to hell.
I probably would have sent you to hell because that's where you wanted to go. I try not to railroad things too much. However, I will more than strongly suggest that things that will end in a TPK, maybe don't do them.
That's the only way we'll learn.
Oh, by the way, why didn't you guys look around when you guys were in that at the beginning of the session? Why didn't you look around for valuables and stuff? You guys were hesitant.
That's what I said.
Were they supposed to do that, Paul?
I wanted to do.
Well, Zarvir wanted to leave because he was bleeding everywhere.
Oh, that's true.
There is no supposed to. I mean, the place still exists. It's not like you can't go back later and look.
That's true. That's true.
Now, whether anything that was or wasn't there, I'm not going to spoil it in case you go back. Whether there was anything there in the first place to find, and B, whether it's still there when you go back, that's a different discussion.
We're too late.
But I'm not going to say that world events happen in the background whether you do them or interact with them or not. But world events happen in the background whether you interact with them or not.
There you go. A likely story.
Yep. My stomach is killing me, so I think I'm gonna go to bed here.
Okay, feel better.
Yeah, nice.
And what's Underpaid's character? A warrior?
Fighter, yeah.
Fighter, yeah.
He wants to fight.
But yeah.
Battlemaster, I believe.
Yes.
Oh, probably. But yeah,
Yep,
I have
Battlemaster
woke
4.
at 7, and it's midnight currently, so I'm gonna go to bed.
Good night.
So, have a good night.
Rest.
Have a good night.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go as well. I have a really bad headache. So yeah, thank you all for the session. See
Feel
you.
better.
Thank you guys. It was fun.
Yeah, this is
Talk
good.
to you soon. Thanks, Paul.
I love it. Thank
make
you.
sure you look over those options too, because I think I think when you read them and see what they do, you're gonna be like, yeah, I should probably switch these.
Yeah, they're very, very cool. Very cool.
Especially the one that gives you expertise in a skill.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always find that frustrating when you've got some stuff that's like really cool, but it's really niche, and you never end up using it.
Well, that's the thing. Like the original Ranger stuff, it's like it's pretty. The actual what it can do is not god awful, except that it's not as good as the other stuff anyway, and it's way more situational to begin with.
Yeah, it's like, what's the point of having it if you never end up using it?
Yeah, it's one of those things. It's like I'd argue, even if it were more readily usable, I'd argue it's not as good as the revamped stuff. It's still.
Oh yeah.
But especially with the fact that it's so situational, it's like that really hurts it even more.
Yeah.
Like that beast thing. If there's no beast around in the map, then they couldn't use a beast anyways, right? So that's kind of.
I mean, it's not. You can go to town and buy somebody's fucking wolf or something, but that's not
true.
There's always a way to make that part happen. Like I said, the main thing, especially with with like the just generic ranger skills that I was telling you to look at switching.
Yeah, more like abilities.
Like the basic all rangers get these abilities that I was suggesting swap out for the newer versions. It like one of them is like, I forget what the description is, but it's like you can track your favored monster type, but you have to pick one and stick with it. So it's like, if you pick aberrations, it's like you can track them better and maybe get a damage buff. I forget exactly. I'd have to read it, but so it's very situational depending on what you end up choosing. Whereas favored foe, which replaces favored enemy, You literally just concentrate on them like a spell, like a spell, and do an extra die of damage of different sizes depending on the level of your amount of ranger levels you have. So it starts at D4 and it can go up to D6 and I think eventually D8 by the end of the game, which isn't tons necessarily, except it's on. I think it's on every attack for that one, but certainly at least one attack per turn.
Paul, by the way, with some of all these campaigns, do you ever have some of your friends that always play the same class no matter what? Or do they always alternate? I like alternate, getting good sample, but
I don't know about necessarily playing the same class every time. I do know a few people, probably arguably myself included to an extent. Although I do try to change it a bit, at least the vocals, the voice and stuff, some of the mannerisms. But I definitely know people, and like I said, to myself to a large extent, who tend to play very close to the same persona every time.
I think, Mina, you tend to play the same kind of character all the time.
I mean, we've only played once together.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I have no problem with it. I'm like, look, if that's what, if you're comfortable playing the big guy who hits things and is essentially the protector of the group, because in real life you grew up fucking protecting people from bullies and you associate with that, I don't give a fuck. Play what you want.
That's true.
If you want to play the same personality type 30 different ways with 30 different builds, go for it. I would hope that you'd at least make their specific stories different enough that even if you're playing the same, even if you're responding the same kind of way every time, that you'd at least make the events different enough to be interesting to you and to everyone else. But if you're comfortable playing, the sassy Southern Belle, then fucking play that. I don't care.
Oh yeah, I'm trying to do like an accent a little bit this time.
I can tell you, at least for me as a DM, I would rather you all play virtually identical characters from one campaign to the next, and all interact with each other in the world more because you're more comfortable. Then you go, I'm going to try something the opposite, 180 degrees different than anything I've ever tried to play, and then be like, fuck, I don't know how to role play this.
Or you just don't like it.
Or you just, you don't like it, and we end up having to rebuild your character mid-campaign. I will say that, too. If you ever pick something, and you try it out, and you really don't fucking like it, I'll usually be like, well, go back and pick something else then.
I mean, it wouldn't be the first time that one of us has come back as something else.
I mean, there's that too, yeah. But even just ignoring any story explanation and literally just being like, there's still dice rolling and mechanics and abilities to consider when playing this game, and I'm not happy with mine. Fuck it. Pick something else.
Yeah. Because, I mean, at the end of the day, it's like a game, and you're supposed to enjoy it.
Yeah, if you pick something and you're like, well, kind of like even the stuff I was talking about with the original Ranger versus the revamped stuff. If you decide to play the original version, and you don't get to use your stuff a lot because of the nature of how it's built, but you have fun using it the times I set stuff up for you. Well, if I think you're having fun using it, chances are what I'll probably do is check with you and be like, hey, I know this is a bit situational, but you have gotten to use it finally. Did you enjoy using it, or do you want to switch? And if you go, no, I like using it, I just like to possibly find more chances to use it, then I guess I'm building some more encounters you can use it in.
I like that. I like that. You can work with each other.
But if you come to me and go, hey, you finally gave me a chance to use that thing, and, you know, I agree with you that even when I got to use it, it didn't feel as impressive as I was hoping it would when it finally came up, then I'll be like, all right, we'll switch to the fucking optional stuff then.
Yeah, you got options.
Just because I might not get a chance to look over your sheet, make sure you tell me what things you changed. So, like, if you switch to the optional things and it gives you, you know, extra skills or expertise or whatever, tell me what skills you did all that in so I know what to expect if I don't have time to look at your sheet before the next time we play.
Exactly. That makes sense.
I don't want, you know, I like being caught off guard sometimes by what you guys do just as much as you do with the stories I try to come up with for you.
Oh, yeah. We're good at that.
I do, you know, I do need to know things like, oh, the ranger, you know, told me he was going to switch to the other optional features and didn't tell me anything about his skills. And, oh, he suddenly has a plus 26 to stealth instead of a plus 6. Like, that's obviously exaggerated, but you get what I'm saying. Like, it's like, oh, I'm making them make a group stealth check where it's number of successes over fails, and he suddenly has 5 more points in stealth than he did last time. I probably would have raised the DC on that when I planned it if I'd realized that.
Oh yeah.
Make it out a little bit. Those kind of things. But I mean, it's balance of mechanics and story are, you know, it's fun to find the right mix and stuff, but honestly, I've said this from day one. Number one, I will never, just by my personality, think I'm as good of a DM as anybody that DMs for me, because I'm hard on myself. But I'm also logical enough that even if I think everything I've ever put in front of you guys was absolute dog water, awful, if you come to me at the end of it and go, that was fun, then I don't give a shit what I think.
Hell yeah. You're awesome, dude.
Doesn't matter what I think. That's one of the reasons why, even though I know I have those thoughts, that they don't bother me the way they did when I was younger, is because I finally actually got myself to a place in life where I'm like, I'm never going to like a lot of things about myself, especially when I'm presenting them to other people. But when it comes to something creative like this, if the other people like what I set up for them and let them do, they're the ones I'm making it for, not me. I don't give a fuck. I go to my table on Sundays and get stuff made up for me. When I'm the one making it up, all I care about is, did you like it?
It's an art, and if we didn't like it, we wouldn't keep coming back.
I would certainly hope not. Or at least if you're going to, I would certainly hope that everybody would be like, hey, this, and this we really liked, either last campaign or both campaigns or last session or whatever, and this, and this could use some work. Cool, how do you want me to tweak it? Give me some ideas of the kind of things you're looking for, and I'll probably put it in my own words, so to speak, but I'll give you something along those lines.
Nice. Yeah, I like it.
Why whenever I run the one-shots in my, like, bounty server, I'm like, when people are request, like, hey, is any, you know, maybe not even necessarily from me specifically, but just, hey, are any of the DMs available to volunteer a session? It's like, yeah, I'm off work that day, and it's in the middle of the afternoon when I have time to, my wife's at work or whatever, so I can run something. What level range do you want run? Because most of us have at least 2 characters each of varying levels, you know, so that we can play in more things. It's like, what level range do you want? Do you have a specific character that you want it based around? Like, you know, we can, you know, like we were saying earlier, like, this is obviously a little bit different because it's an ongoing campaign group. But, like, Gato really likes writing sometimes a little bit more than I'd like him to, because it takes me forever to get through it all when I try to read it.
I need a summary.
I'm never, let's put it this way, whether he summarizes it or sends me the full details, there's always at least three big things for me to sink my teeth into.
Mm.
So, like, that's why I always come back to you guys and go, hey, I noticed this little thing that seems fairly minor in the way you in the backstory, the way you wrote it and sent it to me the first time. Are you cool if I make that more of a thing? Because I'm trying to find something to make you the focus for the next couple sessions.
Hmm. Yeah, exactly.
But also, it's a balancing act of like me, when I'm a player, I mean, it's nice if I put, like, if I take the time to write a bit more backstory, that particular character, and especially in like a campaign contained group like ours, it's nice when it gets used, but at the same time, if I either don't feel like writing as much, or I know I did write a decent amount, but a lot of it's fairly simplified, then I'm just as happy to be like, I'm literally just happy when I get to be the one at the player's side of the table because I do DM a lot, which I enjoy doing. But
Oh yeah,
a lot of the groups lately that I've been, even in the server, like the last few times, I played in a couple of other people's games, but out of the last 5 or 6 times that I managed to find time to play with those guys, because there's also time zones for them, and that's the opposite problem. I'm the one in our group that's most comfortable staying up late to make sure we can play.